We've been threatening to do it for days.
One more chocolate chipper.
Go ahead, keep eating because I'm going with you, I think.
I thought Artie would refrain from eating till the weigh-in.
Well, here's the thing. I mean,
here's all the fat guys.
Who could be? I mean, look, I surprised myself by getting over 290, man. That was like, holy Christ. I mean, that was L depression for
That
me.
was a barrier you hadn't broken before.
Robin, not even close. I think like when I did dirty work, I was on my heaviest. I think that was on like 265. So that's a big amount of weight, and I don't think there's anybody else here that's close to 300 pounds.
All right, I'm going to bring in all the fat guys. Here's the fattest guys I could find on our show. Jason, who works in our back office, and Jason and Will are producers on the show. We have quite the staff. We got quite the heavy staff. I got Jason. I got Brian Phelan, who works for Howard TV. He's been with us for years. Hey, Phelan, how long you been with us? How many years now?
10 years. 10, 11 years.
Yeah. How tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's big.
Yep.
He could give Artie a run.
You know who else is coming?
Who else?
That don't discount is Tim Sabian. He's also tall. Tim's tall.
Yeah, he's fat too.
But Tim.
I was sitting with him yesterday with you in that meeting.
Yeah.
And boy, his belly was flopping over.
We talked about Tim needs to get a fashion consultant because what Tim does is he gets his shirts too tight and they're always striped.
And he wears striped pants and striped shirts. And they're all tucked in. Tim's looking very Rush Limbaugh. All right, you got Brian Phelan, who is from Howard TV, and he's pretty heavy dude, and he's 6'3". You got Tim Sabian, our program director, he's in the gym constantly, but always heavy. Jason's gained quite a few pounds in the last, I'd say, 3 years, right?
Totally, especially this last year.
Yeah, I mean, what are you doing to yourself?
Put it that way. Come on.
Yeah,
I don't know, dude. I'm depressed about it. I don't feel good about myself.
I know. And Scott, the engineer, is in the group, and he's got like a big bowling boy, like he's got a big giant Santa belly. You know?
I know, it's crazy.
You might even be fatter than Artie now that I'm looking.
I don't think so, but I'm getting there.
I don't know. This is going to be tough.
I know. It's not as easy a call as you think.
John Hines put on a lot of weight.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And he's tall as well.
But John doesn't have the belly thing going on. Like, if you look bellies down the line, like Scott and Tim and Artie have the bellies.
Let me see Artie next to these guys. Move out of the way, Gary.
Look, I mean, listen, none of us look like the 89 Michigan team.
By the way, you know what? It's starting to be like fat guys are starting to look normal now. Benji.
Hey, America's fat. Yeah.
Yep.
When I go to the Midwest to do stand-up, I'm consistently the thinnest guy in the room.
That is true.
And Benji is fat, but he looks a lot smaller next to Artie. He looks like half the size of Artie. Benji's way smaller than you, Art. Art's got the big head now and the big neck.
Right.
Like your neck is huge.
He has no neck anymore.
It's called fucking conditioning.
I think Artie's going to weigh more than all these guys.
I think
Right,
so.
but what about the rest of the order? Who do you think is who's the thinnest guy in the group?
All right, the guy who weighs the what happened to Phelan? Did he leave?
No,
he's working on the
bending
scale.
over.
Or he's working on the scale.
He's rigging it.
What's all that noise?
Hey, is there a prize for the heaviest guy? We give a prize for every other fucking thing. I can't get like a
We'll give
sandwich
you another
somewhere?
bag of cookies.
What's that hum?
You know, it's
One of
funny.
the microphones, maybe.
Let me see. Hold on. Wow. What mic is that? A or B?
I'm on A.
I'm on B.
See, when I turn them off, it's better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to that.
A lot of ambient noise.
So this guy gets in, he's going to work on it.
Yeah. Sorry about the noise, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
just the lights and the ceiling and a lot of people in here.
Well, if it's lights in the ceiling and we know there's something wrong, why don't you look into it?
Why don't we see if I switch to the hardwired ones? Would that be
do
easier?
that, yeah.
Okay, so turn off these.
Yeah, turn those off. Let's put on the, we got wired mics. I think they're better. What's going on over there?
Turn off the other ones.
What are we doing here?
I got it.
Maybe I'll move. Maybe I'll see if I can participate. All right, that's much better, I think, already.
So it's not the lights.
Well, it's the lights with the wireless.
Oh, I
see.
see.
Yeah. A hardwired mic isn't going to be affected by lights.
I think what Scott is saying is if we just get rid of the lights in the ceiling, we'll be fine.
Oh, okay, Scott. See if you can do that by tomorrow.
What I'm saying is I just made that up. It's really... no.
Well, don't worry. We know. We know you know nothing. All right, let's think. I think the next heaviest guy is either going to be Phelan or Jason. What do you think, Robin? Put them in
The
order.
next
I say
heaviest?
Artie's the heaviest.
You think Jason's
big.
weighs more than Benji?
Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
I
I do.
disagree.
I can't get a good look at everybody. I'm coming in.
Well, who do you want? Yeah, come sit on the couch.
I say Jason weighs more than Benji.
I don't think so. I don't know, though.
Benji doesn't look that big to me right now. He kind of looks normal.
May I? Benji, may I?
Lift up that shirt. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's your body?
Jiggle for me.
That poor
I
chick.
might have to go. I might have to go shirtless just to really just in case.
the guys should lift their shirts.
Why is your mic not on now? Let me see.
Hardwire A?
Hardwire A isn't working.
This is B.
I'm on A.
That's B? It's not working.
Hello?
It's not working. What are you helloing?
Hello doesn't fix it.
He's helloing.
Hello.
Hello? The hello ain't gonna help it. Got a bunch of fucking nuts working.
I think it's the lights.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'll do the wireless. Artie's got his shirt off. Artie, you're definitely bigger than Benji.
Everyone should take their shirts off.
Artie, you're definitely big. Oh, what mic are you on now?
The one I do, I haven't moved.
What mic are you on now?
I'm on.
I'm fucking going crazy.
Hardwire A and wireless A.
Bunch you out of here.
Hardwire A and wireless.
All right, thanks, Gary.
Thanks what? For telling you what fucking mics to put on? Scott, why do you keep moving back?
Because he's retarded.
Did you see what Artie did?
He took his shirt off.
I couldn't believe
Hey, listen,
he did
guys, this is what a man looks like.
Are you shaving your belly?
No, why?
I don't know. Your belly's all red.
It's gotten too big for hair to cover it.
Benji, take your shirt off. I want to see you next to Artie so I can really judge.
Don't touch me with your fucking.
Don't touch Artie with your.
Oh
Look at
my
him.
God.
He's half the. He's built identical to you, but half the size.
They're twins.
Look at the titties on you guys. Look at the titties on you guys.
Yeah, I think he's laughing at my sunglasses.
But
Artie's
Benji's.
Benji's sporting bigger breasts.
Yeah, Benji's got huge tits. You've got tits like a girl. I mean, Artie doesn't have tits.
Look
at his titties.
I'm conditioned.
Those fucking titties in you. Dude,
See, this is the worst when you play, like, people used to play shirts and skins basketball. How fucking people did that?
That was the worst. Holy mackerel. Benji, your body's completely off.
Yeah, I'm fat.
No, but I mean, it's like a weird fat. Like, Artie don't look so bad fat.
Benji's much looser, like looser skin.
Artie looks like a guy who used to be a construction worker who drank a lot of beer. You know what I mean? Like, you could see the form of what used to be a build.
Right.
I look like a guy who hit 405 for Union High in 1984.
But Benji's like completely atrophied. And you know what? I hate to point this out, but Benji on his chest, I just noticed, has this crazy rash underneath all that hair.
Yeah, because his titties. Oh, look at that. What's
It looks
that?
like a bunch of extra nipples.
Oh, what is that, man? What's going on with that rash?
I don't know. It's just always, if someone's fat, I'm just always the grossest.
No, but do you see you got all those like red blotches and bumps on your titties?
Yes.
Look at those.
I have sensitive skin. I don't know.
Wow, Benji.
You might have a disease, bro.
No, I don't.
I don't know, man.
Take your shirt off, Howard.
Weird.
What's I don't. I'm not fat.
Take your shirt off.
But he doesn't mind taking his shirt off. Let's not get into this.
You're just wasting our time, Howard.
I know you go to the gym.
I don't got no titties.
All right.
He doesn't have a rash either.
You fuck.
You can actually see that Howard, in fact, does have ribs.
You love your shirt off.
I don't, but I don't have titties.
Oh, I'm fat. I admit it.
You got to do something about this, man.
I've
You're
been
a young
trying to
man.
hide it, but I'm fat.
You're a young dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about
All
that
right, so
either.
you think Benji's the second fattest?
So wait,
I don't know.
you originally said that Jason was bigger than Benji. Now what are you thinking?
Well, we got to see Jason with a shirt on.
Jason, take that shirt off. Let me see that. Let me see.
This is worse.
The hair is the story.
You got a hairy back, dude?
Does you remember the story?
idea.
I'll know once I see him with a shirt
Howard,
on.
remember he went to the Korean woman? She wanted to charge him double?
Oh my God!
You're a big boy, too.
Turn around, Jason.
Jason,
I'm so embarrassed by this my whole life. What?
first of all, the hair on your chest, what do? Do you shave it at
No.
the collar?
What?
Is that how it goes?
No. I don't. I should shape down the hair.
Yeah, you shave right down to the
I
hair on
have
your
to,
chest.
or else the hair will just
He
keep growing.
saves his entire neck.
Like you could have like a total hair turtleneck sweater.
Yeah,
I didn't
totally.
know, he's like that Hungarian dog boy.
I think Artie might be heavier than you, but I think
He's
you're.
definitely heavier.
I know you're heavier than Benji.
Yeah, I think so.
You think?
Yeah, you gotta be.
No.
Jesus, I gotta write this down.
I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, I'm going with Artie first. Close second, Jason.
Phelan's feeling downright thin right now.
Phelan, you look kind of.
Phelan's
Strong.
He does. He looks stout.
Look at that.
All right, I don't know who's the. I think we should just weigh.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
All right, somebody's JD. You got to write down the weights as we do it.
All right.
So who's going
first?
off? Let Artie go on first. Obviously.
All right, Artie's the guy to beat.
Right.
There's no one going to beat Artie. I'm looking at that belly. That Artie's big right now.
Keep backing up.
All right, Artie, is it possible you could break?
No, don't take your shoes off. Just
Well, Artie, you might as well take your pants off too, Artie.
Artie, get naked. Hey, Art, is there any chance you could be breaking 300?
I don't know. Absolutely. 'Cause
All right.
I haven't been dieting.
All right, let me see. Yeah, this is after Vegas.
Oh my God.
What?
Whoa. All right, it's 295. That's the benchmark to beat.
Right.
295.
what grade are we in?
Tim just pulled Artie's pants down.
296. I was the heaviest, by the way. I lost.
You lost a pound. All right, congratulations. Artie at 295.
See, he's already reducing.
Oh God.
Tim just pulled down Artie's pants.
Let's bring Benji over next.
What kind of underwear is he wearing?
All right, Tim. Wait, who's next? Benji.
Benji,
All
let's
right, Benji, definitely 265.
I say for Benji.
Yeah. He don't weigh as much as Artie. Stand on there. Put your feet right on. Whoa.
What?
All right, 252.
Wait, now Tim, take your foot off the scale.
Oh.
No. 252.
Didn't even matter. Okay, 252.
252.
All right, so now the big question is Jason more or less than
Than
Benji?
Benji.
Definitely more. Jason definitely comes up at over 252. Get on there, man. Man, are you hairy? Your hair alone weighs 50 pounds. Yeah, you already beat Benji. 269. 269, motherfucker. Damn.
Damn.
And look at that. You're losing the hair on your head and you got hair all over your body.
That's hair everywhere.
That is cruel.
This guy. Why is there not a fucking prize for the one fucking thing we don't have a prize?
Well, it's
for?
funny. We're gonna.
What do you want?
Hold on,
I want
guys.
a car.
We're going to announce next week, Howard. We're going to announce next week that we are, in fact, doing a contest amongst ourselves with a $20,000 prize, Artie.
Oh, is it the weight loss
Artie,
shirt?
Yes.
Artie.
So this is going to get you guys fired up.
What's the prize? I mean, what's the contest?
The contest is we're going to start out in 2 teams of 4, right?
Yeah.
8 altogether.
Oh, the weight loss contest?
The weight loss contest. And then the first team gets there, and then it's an individual contest after that.
Oh, that's going to be good.
All right.
All right, so Jason is the second fattest guy. Now, my money's on, let's see where Sabian clocks in.
What do you think he's at, Howard?
Sabian.
240?
240, maybe.
No,
252.
You think you're heavier? Let's see.
252.
Really?
Heavier.
Let me see. Get on there.
I'd say 260, 250.
258.
Whoa.
258.
Wait a second. He's a pound less than Jason?
Yeah.
But I'm muscle.
Jason's number 2.
Jason was 260.
269.
Oh, sorry.
269.
He's 11 pounds lighter than me
I'm
and
all
taller.
muscle.
So who's the second fattest guy? Jason? I had it right.
Jason, yeah.
All right, let me see. Hey, Phelan, get on there, man.
Now, Phelan's tall.
Yeah, he could.
He's big.
So
He
what?
has shoes on, but so who cares? Yeah, he's only 250. He's
There
a
you go.
lightweight.
Only.
You realize how much
6'50",
everybody
6'3",
weighs
baby,
around
bring
here?
it on.
But he's like 6'4", so that's not out of the question.
Yeah, he's thin.
What about Scott the
Scott, how tall are
engineer?
you, Scott?
Scott the
6'1".
Scott the engineer.
He could sneak in
He
there.
could sneak in past
because
Jason.
he's
Right, because he's
He
tall.
might.
And he knows he can.
What did Jason weigh again?
No, I can't.
269.
All right, here we go. Oh, somebody's got this. Holy, this can't be right.
What is it?
Phelan, are you stepping on that? Because he was up to 365.
Oh,
268.
he's only a pound behind.
Jason.
Jason beat me. Excellent.
Oh, wow.
Jason, if you'd have taken a shit today, you wouldn't be in
I
second
gotta
place.
get. Let me go to the bathroom and come back.
John Hine, I bet, is I don't know.
He's the lightweight.
John, you think you got these guys beat?
No, I think I'll end up in the middle of the pack somewhere.
Let me see where you are at.
243.
Nah, I think I'm heavier than that.
Let's see. Whoa. 256.
Whoa.
We have 4 guys that weigh between 255 and 260.
This is, Artie, you're not such a slob compared
over
to these
here.
guys. I'm telling you.
Listen, to think though, a year, 14 months ago, I weighed 200 pounds. That's the most astonishing, unhealthy statistic here.
Artie's still 30 pounds heavier than like
Who do we miss?
I mean, I gained 95 pounds.
We
in
got
a
them all,
year.
huh?
That's it.
Will was 160.
So I knew it was
wins.
Artie, Jason. Man, we got a fat show.
I heard Ganji's over 300.
All right, so that's a good way.
Yeah, what about Ganji? Where the fuck is
He's
that?
not here. He's not here every day.
See, he might have been the second guy in the
No,
group.
Jason's got a beat.
You think? I don't know.
Jason, you got to slow down. What are you eating, boy?
Yeah, I know.
What,
Too much,
What are
man.
you up to, man?
Nothing. I think it's my all right, whatever.
You
I know.
don't
I
make enough
eat.
money to be eating that
He was
much.
about to use the metabolism word. Did you right?
I backed off that.
Do you ever go out and take a walk or anything?
Yeah, well, I belong to a gym that I never go to. It's the worst.
But at least you're in the gym.
You know what I saw him doing yesterday too, Howard? I saw him doing like the fat guy move, which I've seen. You know, I've even been guilty of this, but I saw the bag lunch with the like tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread yesterday.
Yeah. What is that? What's that? Is that the fat guy move? What does that mean?
It means he's going to try to start losing weight now.
Every day.
I'm down 4 pounds in 2 weeks. Everyone get excited.
Yeah.
I'm down a pound. I'm
Sabian,
down
you
a
weigh a
pound.
lot. You weigh a lot.
When I started here, I weighed like 240, and that's just in the last year with, you know.
Oh, come on.
But
You've
it's
always
muscle,
been
though. Look
fat.
at that. Look at that. Check that out, huh? Come on.
He's in the gym, and I'm like, why bother?
What do you mean,
I
why
mean, what's
bother?
he gonna
you feel
do?
good.
Wow.
Hey, Howard.
I think Tim is the pro, whatever the fuck he is, program manager, whatever the fuck he is.
Jason just announced
Pulling down my pants is the worst Minneapolis move I've ever seen.
That was funny. That's funny. Jason was just whispering in my ear. You know, it's his birthday today. And it's just like the worst fucking day. The antidepressants. I mean, I could tell he takes this to heart.
How old are
His
you?
birthday. That's what we did for his
Dude,
birthday.
what's your problem, antidepressants? You're a young man.
I don't know. No, it's a problem I've had for a long time.
What are you
dude.
depressed about?
I don't know, dude. If I knew what it was, I may be able to fix it, man. I just
What do you mean? How deep does the depression go? Like suicidal?
No, not like that.
Like
but
when
I
you're
mean,
blue?
What do you mean?
it gets to the point where it becomes hard to function every day, and there's like no rhyme or reason for it. It's just a horrible sinking feeling. And the last time I did these pills, it completely worked, and then
Now it's not?
Well, I don't know. I've only been on them for a couple of weeks.
How long does it take for them to really get in your system?
About 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
still
about
prefer
2 weeks.
television to fucking? Remember when you...
Most of the time.
Really? You'd rather watch TV than fuck your girlfriend?
Yeah, most of the time. No, I mean,
Did you ever try fucking your girlfriend on the TV?
Wow.
Yeah, and I feel bad now. I feel like a completely horrible boss because Jason been working for me for 6 or 7 years, and I never even knew he was depressed till he mentioned it.
'cause
Like, I see no evidence.
This
why
is the
did you know
perfect.
that?
This is
Well,
the
because you'd
perfect
see him
work
open
environment
around.
if you're depressed.
I don't take, I try and be professional here and not take it out on anybody.
So
but
what
you
happens
know,
when you go home?
when they go home, I just sit and stare.
You're like, how mental? What do you mean stare? You saw that, Will? Did he sit and stare?
You could tell, yeah. He would like shut the door to his bedroom, and that's where he'd spend the rest of the night.
Mental
Really?
case.
Hey, Howard.
But is that depressed, or is that just like having a good time watching TV?
It
I do that.
sounds like bored to me.
Are you bored?
No,
Yeah, you're having a good time.
No. When a couple years ago, when I was on the medication and feeling better, it changed my whole outlook. I went out more. I was happier. I called my friends. But when I get sucked down into this like depression, it's just you don't want to leave the apartment.
Maybe I'm depressed because I don't want to leave my apartment.
But it's
I don't
not
want
like-
to come to
it's not-
work.
it's not
But I
not
just
one-
do it. I
But
think
it's
I'm
not a lot-
depressed.
Some shrinks would say you have a form of depression, Howard, if that's your,
I guess
'cause
I
Oh,
am
I would
depressed.
definitely say that. I
I'm
look at his
depressed?
face, I'm like, oh,
You look
he's
at the time in your
depressed.
apartment.
Am I depressed?
especially if they want to sell you some pills. I mean,
What are these pills? Maybe I'll get them. I like to not be depressed. I think
You
I'm
like to be
depressed.
happy-go-lucky?
Who the fuck isn't depressed?
Marcus
Everyone should be
Schenkenberg.
on pills.
Can I tell you something? I about 6 or 7 years ago had what I thought was looking back on it might have been a bout with depression. It went on for like 4 or 5 months, and I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be anywhere. I didn't want to be home. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to do anything. Every day when I woke up, it was like a cloud over me. It's
called marriage.
But it was like one of those weird things because I know it runs in my family and stuff. And I just like when I look back on it now, I go, God, that might have been like depression, and that really
You know
sucks.
what? Do you wake up happy?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't.
When I go to my,
Don't wake up happy.
When I
What's
look
to be
at,
happy about?
When I look at my computer and I see there's a hot chick on the show, I'm like, oh, or a band I want. I'm like, this is gonna be a good day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
The only thing that depresses me is the news I read.
I wonder if I'm depressed.
I know you're depressed.
I am?
Again, we have to go through how miserable you are. That's depression.
Wait, miserable and depression are not the same thing.
No. I meant he's internally miserable. His life sucks.
But is that depression?
Yes.
I might be. I might have depression, but I don't think about. You know what I do, Jason? Honestly,
Yeah.
I don't think about myself. Ever.
Yes, you do. You think
No,
about
I
yourself.
don't.
You
I
think
never
about
do.
yourself every morning.
I never think about myself.
Howard,
except
I've
if
never
I'm
heard.
forced
I've
into
never
a
heard a crazier thing come out of a person's mouth.
I don't think about
Especially
myself.
that mouth.
Well, I go home. I put on.
You
I
don't
play
think
chess.
about yourself.
No, I don't.
Come on.
I don't think about myself and
I've
my
never
mood.
met someone who thought about themselves
No,
more.
I don't think about my mood. Whatever this is it. It's not going to get any better.
It's not getting any better.
I mean, this is it. What am I going to do?
He doesn't question it. This
I don't
is it.
question
This
what
is the
this
matrix in which he
Let me
lives.
ask you to know.
I'm waiting until then when it ends. It's over. That's
Well,
it.
see, I think that's a sign that you probably have a good quality shrink because a lot of shrinks would try to spin your miserable stuff into depression and sell you pills and
Well,
shit.
absolutely. They try to medicate that.
But did you
I'm
ever
gonna ask
feel?
I'm going to be seeing my shrink today. I'm going to ask him if I'm depressed.
Did you ever feel like?
'Cause I don't even know if
Well,
I
you've
am.
had many of the symptoms, insomnia, when you were going
Hey.
through your back pain. All of those things have, they
Depression.
come from your inexpressed, depression is unexpressed anger.
When I'm inside Beth, I don't feel depressed.
Hey, can I ask you a
no
question?
shit,
Probably
right?
a happy moment for you.
That is a happy moment.
Howard.
You know what? It's got to
Because
happen
you
even more.
forget yourself. That's the moment you're
Yes.
not thinking of yourself.
Can I
Pussy
ask?
cures everything.
Can I ask you this is a highly personal question. I don't know if I'll get the answer. Have you, in the period of time that you've been seeing your shrink, have you been prescribed and taken any medication?
No,
Just the
absolutely not.
Ambien.
No. He never even prescribed the Ambien. That was my
Where'd
other
you
doctor.
get that from?
That was my doctor, my general practitioner.
Oh, really?
That was Dr. Vinny Bombach.
For me, and I don't know if this relates to you, but for me, it's like when you're doing something that you should be enjoying or have enjoyed in the past, and you just have I have no feeling towards it whatsoever.
Right, me too.
But
Yeah,
it's a horrible
the
feeling.
But I would
Like-
never know that's depression. I think
You
that's
just
being
don't
human.
put a label on it. That's
right.
you.
I'm smart.
It's human not to have any feelings.
Of course.
Okay.
My father told me that.
But do you, Howard? Have you ever felt like
It's
you
better.
couldn't function? Have you ever felt like being depressed or miserable made you not function? Like you can't
I
go to
would
work?
never. It's not an option. I got to function. What am I going to do?
Right. See, so I mean, that wouldn't be called clinical depression.
No, I functioned all during my depression. Not
So
well, but I functioned.
you feel you went through a depression.
Oh my God, yes. I didn't sleep at all at
You're
one
all
point
gay.
in my life.
I mean, you got to get off those pills. What's the matter with you?
No. I want to see if
Sit
they
in your
work
room.
again.
Sit in your room is good. That's what I do. I sit in the room, wait for the next day.
I always told people when,
I want a little bit
if
more.
you can get up and go to work every day, you don't need medication.
What do you think there is in life? You think there's more than sitting in your room? What are you going to do? So you're going to go sit in a club? It's a series
No.
of...
It's
You know
not-
What do
it
you
is
want to
with people?
snowboard with
People
Emilio
think-
Estevez?
People think they're missing out on something.
Yeah, you want to go to a party with Paris Hilton?
Yeah, I mean, what do you think Paris Hilton is? She's sitting in a club getting wasted.
He's a
She's
big dope.
depressed
I just want to feel good about something. I just
think
want to.
it's
I
his
want to
way.
have a feeling inside me that says wow, I'm enjoying myself.
No
or,
one
I'm
has
good.
that.
Nobody has
I
that.
actually do. I
crazy
enjoy
then.
my life.
No one has that.
I have that.
No, you don't.
I do too. Love it.
I've seen you in action.
Oh, please.
You better enjoy yourself at the Yankee game when I give you my tickets, or else I'm not giving them to you.
Why are you bothering going to the Yankee game?
I don't know. Sometimes I question that. Sometimes you're just sitting there and you're just like, well, this is cool. And
never
But
enjoy
he
anything.
loves the Yankees. That's something
Let
that
me tell
generally
you,
brings him joy.
Wherever I go, I'm never enjoying myself.
He's ready
and you're
to
fine
be
with
somewhere
that?
else.
Of course, I'm fine with it. Why? What do you think there is going to make you feel happy? There's nothing.
Wait a second. You're happy when you're having sex with Beth. Making love.
Yeah, but
making
that's
love.
that's a
Making-
different
making
thing. That-
love,
That,
yeah.
doesn't count, though. But that's like a.
Fuck making love. I like fucking. All right,
But
that
that's
I do.
happiness,
That's
right?
Happiness.
So,
But
now
Jason-
now you have a benchmark for what happiness is.
That's right.
So when you, do
can't
other things,
feel like that every day.
I know,
every
but-
moment of the day.
Oh, I'd have a big smile on. My
Yeah, we
face.
should embroider that into a fucking hook rug. Happiness is fucking a supermodel. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Thanks,
what it takes.
Gar. There's the benchmark. 99.9% of the world should leap off a bridge.
Yeah,
according to
now
that.
everything has to match that. Forget about it.
Nah, I tell you the truth. Look, simple things make me happy. I mean, like I like going to dinner.
But see,
At
Jason
no
is
boat.
saying he doesn't see the simple things. The simple things
No.
aren't there for him.
is chess bringing you joy
Yes.
currently?
Yes,
Okay, so
tremendous
there's
amount
another
of
there's
joy.
another benchmark.
But
you know?
Robin, Howard, you don't do a lot of simple things anymore. You go to dinner, but you go to a five-star restaurant.
You
It
could
doesn't
take
matter
me.
where you
I
go.
go to
with
Ben's.
that?
I go to Ben's Deli with my daughter, and I love it.
Oh,
But
really?
you're enjoying
Yeah.
your daughter at that moment.
That's right.
It's the camaraderie. I mean, it's that you're enjoying. But
know-
to go out to a nice gourmet meal, woo, what's better than that?
Right. Knowing I don't look like Jason makes me happy. How much do you weigh? How much do you weigh now?
What?
How much do you weigh? 269.
I
I heard he joined a gym recently. Is that true, Jason?
I joined a gym months ago, and I pay for it every month, and I never go.
You don't
it's horrible.
go.
And Benji, too. Benji joined a gym like a year ago.
Benji has the most disturbing body.
Hey,
No, Jason's hair is really.
But he can wax that.
No, but
He tried
he's
it
even
once.
got spots where it's worn off.
Yeah.
He's got
Howard,
it down his arm.
Do you remember?
It's amazing.
Jason went to the Korean place to get waxed once.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Listen, I'm a little embarrassed about this. I got to warn you. I'm very hairy." She goes, "Oh, we see everything. We see everything." He took off his shirt. She goes, "Oh no, we charge you double. We charge you double."
She called me a bear 4 times.
We never see this.
You know, but Jason, you could sort of spin it in a sense. You have a sort of a cool, unique job. You work in a cool place. You got a girl that you're into,
Look at
right?
Artie
And-
trying to cheer up Jason.
No, I mean, I don't know. I guess.
You know what, Artie? It's a lot like when you showed up to Casey's intervention.
No, but listen to me.
I love that you're trying to make him happy and see the goodness in his life.
You're
Well, I
pointing out the
am.
good
Well, what
things.
about seeing the goodness in your life?
I realized
trying to kill yourself.
It took me a while to realize that every depression I went through was actually withdrawing from drugs. It wasn't a real some shrink told me you were just withdrawing from all the drugs you were doing. That's what caused your depression. I've never gone through depression just caused by just
Are you
living.
depressed now, or are you happy?
I'm better now because I'm actually sort of going through a happy period right now. I haven't been on a drug in a year and a half, you know. So if you get the farther away you get from that shit and being dependent on it, the better I get. But Jason seems to be just depressed by life in general, and that sucks, you know.
Yeah, he said he doesn't even have the excuse of doing drugs.
Yeah, I mean,
Right. What's he going to do? He can't get away from the drugs.
What's the drug they got you on?
Lexapro.
Lexapro.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good
Howard.
stuff. 20 milligrams.
Does that give you erectile problems?
It did towards the end of the last time. That's why I stopped taking it. But
So far, so good.
You banging your girlfriend at all?
yeah.
Even on the Lexapro.
Right now, I just started, but I did have her prescribe me Viagra in case of emergency.
Oh my
'Cause
God!
I told her I'm not going through that
How
again.
old are you, man?
28.
28? You're on Viagra?
No, I'm not on Viagra. The pills, the Lexapro last time caused problems.
Dude, at
toward the
28,
end.
But you weren't taking Lexapro.
I don't care. You're 28.
You don't care about anything.
You know what? We had Stuttering John took. Remember he told us he took Prozac, and he couldn't finish.
Nah.
He couldn't finish.
Well, there's nothing wrong with
Fuck
that.
with you.
do you want him to?
Who'd want John to finish?
Really?
And what emergency do you need Viagra? I have an emergency. Emergency use of Viagra.
I need emergency boner.
If you're sitting in front of Beth and you can't get it up, that's a fucking emergency. Don't you agree?
Well, you know what? If I can't get it up in front of her,
It's over.
It's over. It's right.
Hey,
Lay me down and put me in my grave. What?
Can we have a little bit of fun with these guys? Would you want them to all do synchronized jumping jacks?
No, I don't want to see anybody with their shirt off anymore. That's your
Why
gay
do you
fantasy.
want them to strip down and do
I think it
jumping
just
jacks
sounds
for
funny.
you?
Like it'd sound like an elephant, a pack of elephants in this room if they're all
Dude, you're
doing
no
jumping
lightweight
jacks.
either, honestly.
I know, but I feel a lot better about myself after this bit.
He's only 220. He's thrilled.
No, I'm 203.
All right, thank you, boys, and I appreciate you all being weighed in. I know it's not easy. All right,
Richard's
thank you.
coming in for the smelliest employee.
Yeah, we're thinking of having a contest.
Yeah, he's the benchmark for that for sure.
Nah. Wow, you're the heaviest, but not by much.
Not by much. No one came close to me.
What did you weigh to? What?
295. No one
295.
came within 30 fucking.
Jason weighed almost 270.
269. So that's still
25 pounds.
That's true. It's true. You could lose 25 pounds and you'd be as fat as Jason.
Right. So I mean, where's my fucking prize?
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey everybody, it's Shuli, and on Monday's wrap-up show, tensions were running a little high. People came in, were already planning their escape for Tuesday and Wednesday, and Howard called them out on it, and I jumped in as well. And some feelings were hurt. People were on edge. They were not happy with me, and I had to go into the wrap-up show and defend myself for trying to be funny on a comedy show. Go figure.
Are you undependable?
I do not think I am undependable.
But Howard asking you that just cuts you to the core.
Well, okay, do you think that Howard's being disingenuous when he says, hey, I just asked a question? Do you think there's a difference between asking, do you think you're going to be able to make it in tomorrow, and can I depend on you? Do you think can I depend on you is a bit of a loaded question?
Yes, I'd absolutely.
Right.
Yes. And we all knew it, but apparently you didn't know it.
No, I did know it, but he's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And then well, I'll There's a guy up on the board that take the call from number 7.
Oh, I just took 4, so hold on.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Chris, you go first, then we'll go to 7.
Chris in Connecticut.
Hey, Chris in Connecticut, how you doing?
Hey guys, great show. Listen, Gary, I think Howard and Robert are a little out of touch with things, and I understand what you're saying. You want to be there with your family. There is stuff that you can do. They have people that can do that stuff for them. I don't know. I think it was just. I think it was a little too harsh on you.
Well, that was the other thing too. When Howard at one point said words to the effect of, "Oh," and then all the anger come out. Gary goes, "You have 2 houses and you have a staff of people." That's not jealousy or anger. I've never been jealous of his home. I am so happy for him that he has what he has. I'm just saying you have options that I don't have, so don't compare us.
So this is one of those weird things, and I'm talking as a Howard Stern fan, not as an employee, where I disagreed with every single thing that Howard said to you about the hurricane, and yet enjoyed every single second of it. I mean, I was laughing. I felt bad for you. I came and talked to you, I think, a couple different times, but oh my God, was that funny? Even though I thought he was totally wrong in what he was saying, it was still great.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
that's what we talked about last week. That's the weird backhanded compliment I get.
It is weird.
Love you, Gary, but I love when he yells at you.
Did it make it worse that Shuli was in there piling on?
It did, and Shuli's out having a cigarette. I told him, he goes, "Should I have a cigarette before the beating?" I said, "Have 2," but because I think there's a line of people who want to beat up on him. But when you sit in the studio, yes, it's your job to be funny. Now, I didn't think everything he said today was being funny. I thought at times he was piling on. And even if you are being funny and you are piling on, you can't expect to walk out of the studio and act like it didn't happen. When you go in there, you're saying, all right, I'm going to fuck with Gary, and if there's repercussions, I'll deal with it. But Shuli wants it to be like, what do you mean, man? What are you talking about?
So, first of all, the funniest thing that happened was after the show, you asked me, Shuli, if he was going to have time to come down to the wrap-up show.
I didn't. No,
Shuli always has time to come down to the wrap-up
I didn't.
show.
He just said, do I have time for a cigarette?
Even when John doesn't have time for Shuli to come down to the wrap-up show, he finds time to come down to the wrap-up show. I thought Shuli was brutal to you, and some of it was funny, and some of it was, I can't wait to see what's going to happen off air between Gary and Shuli, like if there's going to be tension there. But there is something to be said since Shuli's not here to say like, hey, he's auditioning for a job. I would imagine
that's fine, but if, you can't blame it all on, hey, I'm trying to get the job, so I made you look like a piece of shit. And I said to John, it was a lot like the kid in school who accidentally does something right that the whole class did wrong. So he accidentally decided to take the room, probably because he just doesn't want to be home. And
please, first of all, is there anything more embarrassing than Shuli gloating about the fact that he left his wife and newborn baby at home? I mean, forget Howard for a second. He kept pointing out to Howard, oh, how cool am I to be at the hotel?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what, Shuli? I don't think you look that great.
He goes, hey, I'm going to be here. I'm the good guy. And I found that annoying. And Shuli, in all fairness, is not a homeowner and never has been a homeowner. So doesn't Shuli, I think he rents, correct?
I don't know.
Hey, John, we're trying to see how long we can go without you talking on your own show.
It's okay. You're doing great.
I think he rents a house somewhere, right across the river. So if a tree falls, he's like, "Go pick up all my shit, let the water come in. It's not my headache."
Will was I'm going home after the show. I'm trying to get a car service to go home after the show because I will not be able to relax tonight thinking that my wife is home scared. Even if it's just listening to the wind and being scared, I can't hack it. And Will is very much undecided. And I told him, I go, when you get a call at 1 o'clock in the morning that a tree branch came through the window and your wife and kid are screaming and they need someone just to comfort, forget fixing this shit, just comforting them.
Well, you're
gonna feel like garbage. And
but that's a huge point. Yeah. Because so Robert's like, what are you gonna do? Cut a tree down? I'm like, no, but maybe I can help my family from being scared shitless.
Right. You want to be there for them. Right. And Jason, you're right. But Will also is thinking, am I not dependable then? Am I letting the show down because everybody else is coming here and braving whatever they're braving and staying in the hotel in the city?
Who's staying in the hotel?
Everybody who came in.
No, we all.
I don't know who's staying tonight.
Who's staying in the hotel tonight?
Shuli.
Shuli's the only one. And Tim lives in the city.
Tim lives in the city. I think Brandano's staying.
Yeah, he's staying.
Yeah, but he's got nobody.
JD and I, and that's true. JD and I have
you have
nobody.
each other.
Yeah, exactly.
I think the question is who with the family is staying in tonight?
Nobody.
Can I just tell you, if I didn't have a wife, holy shit, Tim got us sweet fucking hotel rooms. I mean, 30th floor suites with huge beds and internet. Yeah, in fact, I almost came in last night and I told Janice's
why don't you bring Janice in?
It would be more fun. I wanted to bring Janice in last night. We had the hotel room for last night because the transportation was shut down.
Yeah.
She even though it's a pet-friendly hotel, she would just not up and leave. I couldn't make her do it. She just would not. Even if I said we could bring the dog and the cat, she was like, I'm not leaving the apartment.
I do want to say one good thing about my staff, because I really do love the guys that work with me. For a guy like Jason or a guy like Will, this would be an excellent opportunity to stab me in the back. Meaning to say, this would be an excellent opportunity to take the hotel room and say, listen, I'm dependable. Gary's not dependable, but I'm going to step up.
Only an asshole would take this as an opportunity to better themselves by putting you down.
Shuley's here.
Steve, I see Steve Brandano laughing back there. Shuley, you, I think, did a very good job in the studio today, and everybody hates you.
Well, that's how you know you did a good job.
Well,
oh, it is.
My question to you.
So
I thought it was like there was like some sort of funny meter.
I sat Shuley down and told him how to work it, and that's what he walked away with.
Shuley,
everyone hates you. You're doing something.
Shuley,
right.
when you were in there, were you thinking twice about how far you were going to go? I understand Howard saying, Shuley, you're going to be here. Like, of course I'm going to be here. But you went well beyond, of course I'm going to be here.
Well, listen, it comes down to the age-old scenario, which is there are no guests today. So we definitely become the guests on the show. And somebody's going to get their shot, whether they want it or not.
But that's not the question. That's a cop-out. That's not the question. Isn't, yes, there were no guests today, so I'm in the hot seat, Ronnie's in the hot seat. How far you go doesn't depend on whether we have a guest or not.
But since when do we set up? But Gary, since when are there limitations on how far we go?
No, there are no limitations at all.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
But do you think are there going to be repercussions? I mean, there were with you and Doug when Doug busted your balls on the air, whether it was funny or not. You were pissed.
About with the baby clothes?
Yeah, are we allowed to even say that?
No, I don't know.
But I'm just saying, like it was something happened on the air.
No, absolutely. Listen, I knew I pissed you off, but going back to the first time I sat in for a week, I pissed you off before the show even started. And I came to you right after that and I said, Gary, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I got into this goofing mode with the guys. And you said, if you don't do that, then you're not doing your job.
Absolutely. But it doesn't mean that I can't get pissed off at you.
And that's fine. You're entitled to. But I'm just saying, it's the same thing you told me not to shy away from last time.
I thought you were being a big, I'm trying to think of the right word, like a jumper on. Like you
shitster.
No, you accidentally did something correct by taking the hotel room. Right. And you were going to rub it in everybody's face.
Well, because it wasn't easy for me to leave last night either. Well, I imagine everybody. Easy. No, it wasn't at all. But at that point in time, when he's busting your balls, it's, I'm adapting to the situation. I'm not going to sit here and go, yeah, I had a long talk with my wife and it was up and down whether I left. He doesn't want to hear that. He wants to hear jokes about you.
Yeah, but some of them weren't jokes. That's my point.
Well,
they were jokes at times. Some of them were like, yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. You can depend on me. And that's just not a joke. That's just being a dick.
All right, well...
but there's a difference.
Okay.
I'm all about... I will take almost any amount of shit if there's a joke involved. There was a lot of shit today where there were no jokes involved.
By me saying you can depend on me that I'll be here? That's me being a dick to you?
Do you think it's funny?
Well, I didn't think it was intentionally being an asshole to you. I think maybe you got pissed off at Howard, number one, and then as usual, everybody piles on, and I'm the new guy piling on, and it's easy to put the blame on me.
I'm not blaming you. What you said is, listen, Gary can't be dependent on, but you can depend on me. I'll be here.
No, that's what your boss said, can I depend on you to be here? And you said no. And then I just jumped in and goofed.
And then a couple of times after that, you unsolicited volunteered, I'll be here tomorrow.
I'm just busting balls, Gary. I mean,
and I'm just saying.
Okay, and if you want to be mad at me for it, I understand. If you want me to apologize to you for making jokes, then I don't know what we're talking about here. You're just telling me you're pissed that I'm a dick?
But do you think that you could just do that in there and walk out and everyone should go, oh, it's just a show?
No, not at all. Not at all.
I'm pissed at you.
Okay.
And that's what it is.
Okay.
Now, Ronnie, you go.
Fuck him.
Now, Ronnie, you were really pissed off today at Shuley, but I forgot why.
No, what do you mean really pissed off?
Like you were genuinely
like Gary's
angry.
Really pissed
off.
No,
he said that I'm here. I've been here with everything, through every fucking thing you could possibly think of, blizzards, fucking 9/11, everything else, and this guy to come in and start ranking on me now, because I'm not sure if I can cross a fucking bridge tomorrow. Shut up, John. I'm not talking to you. Don't even open your mouth. I see you going for the microphone. Mind your business.
That's John Lieberman he's talking to.
Yeah, exactly. That's right, you.
So you're upset with Shuley because he questioned your professionalism?
Yeah, well, you know
or
what?
dedication.
Yeah, I got a house too that I got to worry about. I got
So do I. I
don't have a house.
I have
You
a
have an
2-year-old.
apartment.
Excuse me. It doesn't matter whether it's a fucking apartment or a house. The odds of something getting flooded and shit falling and trees falling are just as much
Well,
a
that's your
reality for
decision.
me
That's
as it
your
is for you
decision.
guys.
That's your decision.
And I made my decision.
Okay, good.
And if I want to comment
and if you weren't
on
sitting in on the show this week, you wouldn't be fucking worried about
But
it.
that's
You'd be
your
home.
opinion.
You
That's
would
your
be
opinion.
home.
You don't
would be
know
home.
that.
Oh, I know it.
Oh well,
Then get
you
off
know
my
it.
case.
No.
All right, then don't tell me to get off your
Never.
case. All right,
Never.
John Lieberman, what do you want to add to this?
Well, Ronnie took the words out of my mouth. I mean, Ronnie brought up the fact that he believed that Shuli would not come in today or tomorrow if he weren't in studio. So, Shuli, the question is, would you be here if you weren't in studio, if you were simply reporting the news?
Here's what changed my mind. Here, I was torn yesterday about whether or not to come in because the reality of it is I would have been out.
Why were you torn, by the way?
Because I know I wouldn't be able to get back home most likely until Wednesday, maybe even later. And I got a wife who's sick. I got a kid, 2-year-old, who's sick.
Screw them.
And they're getting ready to face, blackouts and who else? What else? So I said, listen, I don't know what to do. I called Tim. I said, what do you think I should do?
Don't stay with your sick wife and kid.
And Tim said, listen.
He's smart. Go to a hotel room.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not JD, Jason. They're going to work here. But so I said to him, what do you think I should do? And he said, well, Howard said he's working. As soon as I heard that, decision was made. Done deal. I said, if Howard said he's working, I don't want to be on that list of people who don't show up.
But hey, Shuli, first of all, I thought you were very funny today on the air.
Thank you, Jay.
But
I didn't say he wasn't funny.
I mean, I can understand why people are upset, but hey, listen, I understand.
I think
If anybody does.
He was funny today. I just thought there were times when he wasn't being funny, and it just seemed vindictive.
But how are you going to feel if you get a call tonight at the hotel, the 1 a.m, a tree branch fell through the window, the baby's crying, I can't stop, I'm scared, that there's so much noise going. Like, how are you going to feel?
It'd be terrible. It'd be terrible, Jason. I don't know what I would do. I would try everything in my power to get back home and to help them any way I could.
But
if
see, that's why I
then
can't. That's why I can't stay in
and
the city
I understand,
tonight.
and I'm not knocking you for it at all. I'm not knocking any of you guys for going home.
Yeah, you are.
Well, you did.
No.
You knocked me on the show.
But Gary, during the show,
Shuli wouldn't have been here unless I called him yesterday and told him to come in, right, Shuli?
that's
No,
not.
no, tell him
excuse
the
me,
truth.
Tim. Excuse me. Nobody was mentioning anything about fucking work tomorrow and whether or not people were coming in. So I called you and I said, I sent you an email. I said, are we getting rooms or is it every man for himself? I didn't tell him I'm not coming in. So
Hey,
don't
Tim,
come in and say that.
Tim,
That's
what
not
did I
true.
ask you when we got? Tim sent me an email for.
You said, is Shuli coming in?
No, no.
Because if he comes in, I'm in.
What I said was, Tim sent the thing about the hotel.
I
and
heard if
immediately
Shuli
right back,
comes
I
in,
go,
the whole world has to be here.
are you covering meals? And Tim wrote yes, and I said, all right. Well,
I
then
saw
I'm
that.
Oh,
Very
my
funny. Jason goes, I assume this means transportation and meals.
Well, I'll tell you guys what. I was just outside. You would never know there's going to be a hurricane.
Wow. So it's called the calm before the storm.
But it's coming.
Breaking. Holland
What they
Tunnel
closed?
is closing at 2.
Oh, we gotta go.
Brooklyn Battery Tunnel closing at 2.
Hoboken closing at 4.
So it would be fair to say that Letterman would be 99% not doing a show today, correct?
Well, we wouldn't have. First of all, his show can't go on without guests, so I don't know who he's having on.
I think his show could go on without guests.
Have they ever done one without guests?
I think he's capable of it if need be.
If nobody can get there, then yeah. I mean, if the bridges and tunnels are closed, then there's nothing anybody can do unless
Sources
they're already
are
in the
saying
city.
all bridges and tunnels will be closed by 4 o'clock today.
So what happens?
Sources.
So what happens? I set my alarm for the same time I do every morning, and I get up tomorrow morning at 4:15. And the first thing I do is I go on the internet if I can get internet at my fucking house.
Right, your power's up. Good.
But I have a generator, and I see that the bridges and tunnels are still closed. So I now physically can't get in. It's not a matter of would I like to, do I want to brave it. I'm not going to be able to get in.
So what do you do?
Well, what do you think will happen? Do you think that
Nothing will happen. Here's what's going to happen.
No.
Nothing's going to happen. The radio show will go on if Howard's here. And if he's not here, the radio show won't go on. Like that's what's crazy. It's a radio show.
Actually,
Howard's not going to fire you.
Jason, hold
Nothing's
on.
going to happen.
I know.
Hold on, because Tim's here. Tim, you can answer that question. If the bridges and tunnels are closed tomorrow, what happens?
Well, we have the opportunity to use our ISDN
No. What
lines.
if, I'm saying, what if Howard says, I can get in, whoever else can get in, fuck it. But what if nobody else can get in?
And what if the power's down so his ISDN doesn't work?
Then he won't be able to communicate.
But what if he wants to come? What if Howard comes in tomorrow and he's the only one here?
Then he's got it. He said it today on the air. He's like, if I'm the only one here, I'll do the show. So that's up to him at that point.
Yeah.
Brad in Arkansas, you're on the wrap-up show.
It's just me, or I think Gary's a little overly sensitive. The last week or two, it's kind of a gray area for Shuli when he gets on. Hey, say what you want, but don't piss Gary off, you know?
No,
I mean,
Shirley pissed a lot of people off, and I'm not telling them to stop doing it, but if you can go on the show and say, listen, I used to get mad at Jackie, and I used to get mad at Stuttering John too, as they did at me when I would fuck with them.
As much stuff as you and I have done for Shuley, revenge is a bitch, Shuley.
What?
Right? Jesus Christ.
It's also a shitty show on Wednesday nights on ABC.
As long as we're all beating up on Shuley, one thing I did as a fat guy, I took offense to this, that Tim took you out to a meal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you
trashed
paid for
him.
it,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you turned around on him. And
Yeah.
see, like I think as a fat guy, if
did I
someone
not
pays for
offer
me,
you money out of my pocket for my cheesecake that I ate? Okay, thank you, Jason. Number one, I'm not a total schnurr, all right? And my job as a reporter and to bust people's balls on this show is to monitor everything this fucking guy orders and puts down his gullet.
By the way, that is a page directly out of the Stuttering John handbook. You could pay $1,000 in the champagne room at a strip club, and he'll make fun of the socks you wore and the tip you gave.
Oh yeah.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. Tuesday's wrap-up show was a very special wrap-up show because I wasn't here. John wasn't here because of the storm. None of us were here. You might have heard about that. I did it from my neighbor's phone at home. John had some sort of weird ISDN line set up. Some people were here in the studio, so it was very interesting. This is what happened.
So, rough morning for you, Gary, and I'm not talking about the weather.
Yeah, you know, it's an interesting thing. I thought, you know, I left everything in good hands. I did not go to sleep last night with the idea that I was not coming in this morning. I knew that it was a distinct possibility, but I thought I'd make every effort. So I was up at about 4:15. Tim and I spoke a couple of times, and I got a hold of Ronnie, and Ronnie said, "Don't even bother. The bridges and tunnels are closed. There's no way that you're getting in." And so now I'm trying to figure out a way to listen to the show because I should point out, I have no internet, no telephone. I am calling from my neighbor's house right now, who for some reason is the only person in the neighborhood with a hard line. I have a lighting system in my house which blew up last night and, you know, started smoking in the basement. So I don't really have lights on the first floor. Listen, I have a generator. I'm in good shape. I get satellite TV. My refrigerator's working, and I can charge, you know, devices, but I can't really use much. So this morning was a whole thing about, like, well, how am I going to listen to the show? So what I ended up doing was listening to the show on Mary's iPhone because I needed my phone to be clear for calls coming in and out or texts or any of that stuff. And I was having a little trouble getting on, so I said, I'm going to go to the car. I actually went outside of my car and started up my car, took it out of the garage, and, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, well, he may open up, he may say a few words about it, but I will be honest, I was not prepared for a full hour.
Yeah, I mean, he unleashed on you in a lot of different ways, but one thing you and I were actually texting back and forth a little bit, Gary, was does Howard understand why somebody would want to be in their house with their family during this disaster? And it was a disaster. I mean, there's never been a storm like this here before.
Correct.
Yeah, listen, I feel like this is like butting heads. I feel like some people look at it like Gary's, you know, not going to listen to Howard. Gary's going to do what Gary wants to do. And it's not that at all. I wanted to be there this morning more than anything. But I also knew that last night was going to be scary, terrifying, and dangerous. And I had my wife and my son and the pets. I'll throw the pets in. And, you know, and it was scary. And it was one of those things where, you know, at one point Mary said to me, she turned around to me and she said, "Thank God you're here tonight, because if you weren't, I don't know what I would do." And, you know, trees start snapping in the front yard, and that's scary. The lights start going off and on, off and on, off and on. And like I said, it blew out the lighting system. So then we smell smoke, and Mary's like, you know, ready to call the fire department. I'm like, hold on. And so we weren't prepared to be without lights. So now I had to go look for all my I didn't really replace any of my flashlights because I know the generator will kick in. And so there were scary moments last night. Now, did a tree hit my house? No. Did anything bad happen to my family? No. But it's easy to look back on it now. My family was scared. I was scared for them. And that was really what it was all about.
Hey, Gary, can you see me or can just John see me?
Just John.
Okay.
Is the trampoline okay?
Well, I can't see you now, Benji. You got to move the iPad over a little bit.
Who cares, really?
But yeah,
But Benji, just sit down, write some stuff, and see if you can derail the conversation a little more.
Yeah, Gary, your trampoline took a couple
train's
hits during
here?
the show today as well.
I know the trampoline was fine. You know, it's funny that I'm humored by. You know what I mean? That's one of the things you sort of bring up as an afterthought. You don't think it's going to get as much traction. I mean, I got tweeted thousands of flying trampoline pictures yesterday. Some of them I was photoshopped into, and I thought all that stuff was funny.
Hey, people were wondering, do you actually use a trampoline?
No, Betsy, my kids did at one time, but then you get to a point where they don't use it, and then sometimes the neighborhood kids use it, and then you get to a point where you just don't want to get rid of it, but you should, and that's where it is right now. I'll probably get rid of it this summer.
And, we mentioned it on our weather show last night. Gary's Trampoline has its own Twitter handle now.
See, that's funny to me. That's funny. You know, you're goofing on the stuff that I do and everything, but that's funny. But somewhere along the line, and this is what I was trying to say this morning. First of all, the phone lines this morning were horrendous. I was the first one. I should have waited until somebody tested it out. It was just horrendous. And what was happening was every time I spoke, it literally like a quarter of a second later, it reminded me of trying to make a long-distance phone call in the 60s. A quarter of a second later, I would hear my voice, and when Howard would speak, I would hear his voice. So it got to the point when we were both speaking, I was hearing four voices at once. But the point I was trying to make this morning is, Howard said I attacked him yesterday, and I felt I got very defensive. There's no doubt. Maybe I lashed out, but it wasn't. I didn't feel like I was attacking. I felt like I was defending myself, my work ethic, and my family. And it was a weird thing. And when I said to Howard, again, with Shuli in there and Robin in there, the truth gets bent to a place where it's almost unrecognizable. When I said to Howard, I was like, listen, Howard, I don't have people at my house. I don't have a second house. I'm not in the same situation as you. It became Gary is an angry, jealous asshole. Like, especially today, Shuli's like, oh, Gary jumped on that really fast. And it was like, that just wasn't what it was. And John and I spoke to John briefly this morning. John, I've been out to Howard's house, a ton of times. And I've told John about some of the things that I've done out there, and I harbor not an ounce of jealousy. And I can tell you that, when Howard used to do this rap about Jackie, Howard was right. Jackie used to count every little thing that Howard had. That's not my thing. In fact, I look at, it's funny, like, I'm so happy in the place that I live now. And Mary and I remember the day we moved in, we looked at each other, we go, this is more than we ever imagined we'd ever have. And I don't get jealous when I go to other people's places because I'm so happy with what I have. So I wasn't saying, hey, you're the big bad boss. I wasn't saying, oh, you rich asshole, look what you have. I was saying, your situation is different than mine. I'm asking you, can you look at my situation?
Hey, JD, what was it like in there this morning without Gary, Jason, Will, me, all the people who are usually there?
It was a little nerve-wracking. First, I had to deal with the spots, like the live spot books, because they weren't. I didn't get any emails or anything about it, and then finally we were able to look up and see what the live spots would be, and then I had to find. Jim was able to print out the other copies of the spots, and and then just pitching stuff to Howard, and it was just nerve wracking.
Can I give a big shout out to JD? JD and I went over all the pages yesterday. And I went to, we haven't played this. We played this once. I know he liked this. He hasn't heard this yet. And I don't know what you did during the breaks, but I know what I heard on the air, and you did an amazing job of getting the stuff to him. So thank you.
Hey, Gary, it's John.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
Well, which part?
The forecast.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Right,
yes, you're good. You're excellent. You did a good job. Thank you.
Was Steve?
You did, though. He did. I mean, yes, you got it right.
Was Steve Brandano getting comfortable in Gary's chair? I heard him chime in a couple times over the.
Brandano started the morning with a Diet Lemon Snapple, a can out of Gary's refrigerator, treating himself to a drink that he says he hasn't had in 7 years since he's been
I said
here.
that would be my one shot at Gary for the whole day, because you know how it is around here with Howard TV and everybody in the news. Like they want you guys to be like, oh yeah, no, I can do this without Jason and Will and blah blah. All I did was have my Diet Snapple, and then I think we ran a pretty good show after that.
I felt for Steve when I heard the part where Howard got mad at you about the phones, and I know what it's like. I knew. Tim and I spoke at 4 o'clock this morning. There's not to get into it, but 3 of the 5 units that you need were down. We were trying to reroute calls this way, and you really have no say or pull over anything, Steve, except to relay information to Howard. You don't really know what to do. And I know that you were doing your best to put calls up, but at one point he's like, all right, this is enough. This is enough. And then he was like getting mad at you, but there's not much you can do.
Yeah, I felt for you with the, I don't know, just seeing how it goes, where you're relaying other people's messages and you're the voice that's going to get yelled at when things go wrong. But Gary, where one of the things at the end of the show there, when he asked me to talk to Jimmy, I was like, oh, that's where one of Gary's skills is. You know exactly what Howard means. Howard said to me, yeah, go ahead, call Jimmy, find out if there's a show tonight. So I thought that meant call Jimmy, find out if there's a show tonight. So I did, and I was expecting to go back in and either say, like, yeah, I talked to Jimmy, he says the show's on, or like, and thank God I left him on hold because we were able to eventually get him up. Good work by Jim and Al and everybody. But and Teddy.
How did you get Jimmy to call in?
I know where that information is here.
Yeah, but I called him right away.
Yes, and I told Howard that. And then Howard asked me what's up with Jimmy, and I said, well, Gary's on it, and I haven't heard from Gary. And he said, no, I told you to do that. So that's when I did it on my own.
Right.
And the egg white sandwich, too, you're under pressure for that.
Yeah, we nailed that, too.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the thing with Jimmy, you're right. The thing, even listening to Jimmy on the air, there was no yes or no answer. So leaving him on hold was the right thing to do, and going in, doing it the right way. But I would have gone and said, hey, Howard, I got Jimmy on the line, and he might have gone, well, what is he do? What is it, yes or no? And I would have gone, well, it's not that simple. And we'd go, okay, I'll pick him up. But listen, you guys handled it very well today. Hey, John, I wanted to ask, since we can't take phone calls, some of the people in the room, like from Benji, for instance, what were your thoughts on the stuff that Howard was saying about me today?
I was like comparing it to, like, I guess I was a little feeling pissed off about the shit you guys give me when I've been late a couple times. Like, I totally understand it, because like your house is like a fucking like a $1 million wallet just sitting there exposed if you're not there to protect it. So I understand your feelings, but Benji, I
would say that it was less. I wouldn't say it wasn't. There was nothing about my house, but it was more about my family than it was about my house.
What I didn't understand. Listen, I don't really care. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. But I don't have anger about it. I think it's between you and Howard. If Howard has anger about it, like, I don't have any anger about it.
No,
but if you, I didn't understand the whole thing. Like, why not just bring them into the city if it's about protecting, like, Mary and Lucas?
Well, because it's all. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's all of those things together, and I say this to you not in an insulting way, but you've never owned a home, and if you did, you wouldn't want.
No, that's why I said, like, to me, that's scary as fuck. Just like, I don't like to. It's like leaving a wallet out.
Well, it's not just it's not like it's a wallet.
No, I said like $1 million wallet.
But I mean, yeah, you wouldn't imagine if a wire came down, right? Okay, so this happened a month and a half ago. A wire came down at the house across the street in the brush, and it started a brush fire. Now, we got the fire department here. It was a bright, sunny day. We got the fire department here pretty quickly, and they were able to put it out. So if that happened last night, and I probably couldn't get the fire department here, myself and a bunch of neighbors would be out with hoses trying to put it out. You know what I mean?
Well, Gary, 2 kids were killed last night. A tree fell into a house and killed 2 children.
The point I'm making is, Benji, is it's easy to say. Even that guy who was in the email today said, hey, I've been in a lot of hurricanes in Florida. I don't have insurance, and so I had to stay with my house, which I don't understand that part either. Because just because I have insurance doesn't mean that you should walk away from it, because, like I said, something small like that could happen that you could take care of, and I should not be here, so the whole house should burn down?
That's originally why I said it. To me, it'd be like leaving a $1 million wallet exposed.
Gary, do you regret not going in today? Do you regret anything, really, over the past 2 days?
Okay, I don't regret not coming in today, and I will tell you that, when last night, when all the stuff was happening in the house, between 6 and 7, Mary at one point looked at me. She goes, I am so glad that you were here. I'm so glad that you didn't stay in. And this morning, she got up at about 7 o'clock, 7:30, and she could tell that I was visibly upset. She could tell that I was just upset. She said, what happened? I said, it's yesterday, like times 100, and today I don't believe he's kidding. I should point that out. Like, a lot of people hit me yesterday and said, hey, I thought Howard was kidding. It was just a bit for the show. But I think today there was no mistake. There was no joke involved. And I told Mary, I said, I'm just getting hammered today. It's, I'm a disloyal scumbag. And she looked at me, and these big tears welled up in her eyes, and she said, you know what? Nobody can tell you any differently. You did the right thing. So I didn't need her to tell me that, but it was great to hear.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, it was all about the hurricane, how everyone was responding to Howard and Robin wondering where the dependable people were. Ross Zapin thought Jason would take advantage of the opportunity. Richard was upset. A lot of people were upset. Tempers and tension running high, which makes for a good wrap-up.
A bunch of people are in here now from the show, and a lot of people are wondering where Howard really comes down on this, because he some people are saying he's sending a mixed message. He's very, he wants to protect his family. He understands where everyone's coming from, but if you can make it in, great, but if you can't, we're going to go on without you. Do you think he's sending a clear message here, or what is everybody missing?
Yeah, I think the message is the show comes first. And hopefully people can deal with that. I don't know. I mean, he gave Gary a lot of crap, and you wonder, is it show shtick or is it real? But you brought up in the beginning of the show, would Howard, if he was in the situation that everybody else is, would he be here? I think he would. I think he's always done that through his career, no matter what the weather was and what was going on. The show came first, and I think it starts from the top and goes down for everybody else. But look, at the end of the day, everybody has to make their own choices. Jason made his choice to be with his wife and his cats, and everybody should feel comfortable. Hopefully, everybody's secure in their position that if push comes to shove, that doesn't become a reason why there has to be a change. And I don't know. I have not spoken to Howard. I'm just giving you my
I'm asking you because
that question.
You're tight with him, but the uncomfortability, I think, comes from people here not wanting to let Howard down. I mean, that's really what it is. And ultimately, everybody here, I think, does whatever they can to get in. But if you physically can't get in here, or you make a decision, I should say, to leave and then possibly not come back, I think folks feel that's going to be held against you down the road some way.
Look, that's with anything, with disappointment. I mean, in a relationship, in a business and personal, look, when you let somebody down, you always wonder, like, in the back of your mind, is it going to come back to haunt you in some way?
Gary even said he feels like Howard thinks of him as less dependable based on what happened this week.
Wow, you do? I missed that.
Yeah, you don't get that? You're not.
He
hearing
sincerely
that?
does.
Do you think any of this is a bit?
Yes.
Oh, I don't.
I think.
What part of it's a bit?
The dragging it on over and over and over and over again. I think it really has. I think there's a kernel of or more than a kernel of real feelings there. But if Howard looks at the guys who showed up, the quote unquote dependable guys, okay, you got two guys who have no families. There are no families here, right? Steve and JD, who got hotel rooms. You had Jim McClure, who lives in the same area-ish as Howard. You have Howard, who didn't need to leave anywhere. He lives in town. I mean, everybody that was here were people that lived in Midtown Manhattan and that could physically get to work, and two guys that don't have a wife or kids or anything back home that stayed at the hotel.
And Shuli. Because you got to put Shuli in a different category. Shuli has a kid.
Well, and Shuli...
And lives outside the New York City,
right.
Manhattan.
Yeah. And Shuli is in a desperate situation. I mean, he's desperate for a job. He told me flat out that he left his house on Sunday with tears rolling down his eyes that he was leaving his wife and kid behind. He manned up and was able to do that, leaving a sick kid and his wife behind in Queens. You and I and Will made a different decision.
Yeah, I want to put one more thing in perspective, because I really don't want to dwell on the subject, but I want to put something in perspective. The storm, by the time we got up Tuesday morning, the storm had sort of passed. But the feeling was when I left my house on Sunday night with a bag packed, because I had not made the decision whether I was staying in or not, was that if you stayed in on Monday after 1 o'clock, the odds of you getting home before Wednesday were slim and none.
That's right. That's why everyone was in such a rush to get out of here Monday after the show.
It wasn't just like a couple of hours to go home and you could have come back. It was you were going to leave your family and your home for a good 48 hours.
Gary, if you could go back, would you change? Did you make a mistake, or do you stand by your decision?
I stand by my decision.
And one other point, going back to, you should always remember those shows and those times that Howard says, Gary's the best parent on this show. So I think, shtick and real life, I think you may get the benefit of the doubt, like deep down, he knows that your family's coming first.
I just see the face over your shoulder laughing at that statement, by the way.
No, but I'm not opposed. In other words, what Ross is saying, whether I'm the best or not, because that's what bothers Scott. I'm not opposed.
Sorry, I don't want to get in the middle of this one now.
I could already answer this. I know Scott well enough. What Ross is saying is, to say I care about my family, I'm not a poser. I didn't just pull that out for the storm.
Right.
Jason, on the other hand, and honestly, I think this was your chance to step up. With no one else around, I know I kept joking with Steve calling him Al Haig back there, but this was your chance
to
be Gary.
First of all, to get there when nobody was around, and it was your chance to really step up and show.
I'll tell you. I see every day as an opportunity to step up, and I've showed Howard what I can do, and he's promoted me and given me accolades every day on the air. Look,
there was no territory, though.
This was part of the territory, and if Howard said, I cannot do the show without you tomorrow, I need you to be here, then maybe that would have been a different conversation. But
if he would have said that to you.
If he would have said that to me, he goes, if he said, I need you here tomorrow or we can't do the show, if you're not here for me, the show doesn't go on.
Right.
That would have been a different conversation.
But why?
That wasn't
But you heard him say, can I depend on you?
Right.
So if you're like next in line for the throne, why wouldn't you have heard that and said, you know what? I know this show will go on without me, but there is no, out of the 3 producers, I'm going to be the one to be here to be dependent on.
Because I'll tell you why. Because
he didn't specifically say, Jason, I can't do the show without you?
No. Well, listen. Let me. I'll answer all your questions.
Okay.
Just give me an opportunity to answer. If Howard had said to me, Jason, I literally cannot do the show without you, and I need you to be here. I'm not saying I definitely would have been here, but it would have been maybe a longer, more serious talk. My wife was not coming into the city. We were not leaving our house. I was not leaving my wife alone in an apartment with no electricity during the biggest. Hold on, can I finish my statement? During the biggest storm, not just to protect her, but for me too. That's why I wanted to be around. I didn't want to be in a
But
hotel.
you could have brought her into the city.
No,
Yeah,
I couldn't.
that's the
Hold on a
point.
second. No, I
Why?
couldn't, and I'll tell you why. Tim and Howard keep screaming hotel rooms. I would have had to bring my wife, our dog, our 2 cats to share a hotel room with Will, his wife, and his baby. Now, I'm not doing it.
I'm sure they would have
come on and do it.
But Will wasn't staying here.
No, hold on a second. Nobody knew who was staying where.
I
And
was told I had to
did
share a
put it-
room with Will.
Tim did put it out. In fact, it was really funny because he said, you guys are bunking together. Who's bunking? And I sent out the note.
I don't know
And I
that.
was almost going to say, like, oh, John and I have to stay together.
So here's the
You know
deal.
what I mean?
Will wanted to keep his family together. Then Will and Tracy and Owen would have had to come up into the city to share a room with me and my wife and my dog and 2 cats. And quite frankly, no, I'll be very honest. It was not worth it to come in to do a 4-hour radio show in the middle of a hurricane.
But
It was
Monday,
not.
that's different. Will was not coming in Monday. He was not going to stay in the hotel because the kid and all the deals. So
Well, he came
why
in Monday.
night would you not have went to the hotel?
No, we both came in Monday.
No, the
I know,
discussion
Scott's asking, what was the determination that made you leave on Monday? knowing
Because what
could
you
have the
just
room to
said.
yourself.
Oh, no. I didn't know I could for sure have the room. Will and I left together. I wasn't for sure I could have a room for myself, and at that point, it was way too late. It was late. We left at 12:30 to get back to Hoboken, get packed, get everyone over
honestly,
there.
If you had if you knew you had your own hotel room, you would have stayed in the
And
city?
his wife and his cat.
If I knew I had my own hotel room, it would have been a much more easier conversation to go, hey, maybe we can move everybody in here.
Did you ever?
That was not the
Did you
option
ever think of
presented
going
to
to
me.
Tim and say, hey, look, I'd be open to having a discussion that if I can get my own room so I can have my wife and my cat and I don't know if you said dog, then is it worth the discussion that I can have that so I can be here for the show?
Tim talked to
I'm
me-
sure Tim would have found a room for you.
Or would
he
have
didn't
been
have that discussion
but
with me.
looking back,
Or with Gary or
Jace,
with Steve.
Looking back, would have been
Or, I
worth
mean,
it
not
for you
Steve.
to say to yourself, "Hey, I'll just get a fucking hotel room and I'll shine that day."
No, trust
No,
me.
he made the
for somebody
decision.
for somebody who's constantly being accused of being a kiss ass, my answer is very consistent here, regardless of whether Howard or Robin are mad or not mad at it. Nobody was coming into the city. The city was a more dangerous place to be than where I was staying. I was in a very high point in Hoboken. Hoboken is a disaster area, except in a 3-block radius around my house. And I wasn't going to leave my wife there by herself. And I wasn't going to be separated from my wife during the middle of that storm when the power goes out and everything. And if I had internet access and I could see what was happening in Hoboken, because I just saw the pictures today, I'd be my heart would be ripped out of the chest. I couldn't do it. Maybe Shuli's got a stronger constitution than me. I don't know what to say. He wants it more. I don't know what to say.
Well, hold on. Let's move off this because Richard's here. I will get back to it. But Richard, of Doug, Gary, Scott Salem, everybody, it seemed like Howard said he was most disappointed in you. And you try to explain the rain and how you were dealing with that, but Robin and Howard really didn't seem to really want to hear that.
Well, he seems like he's disappointed in me a lot of times, whether I'm here or not.
By the way, I think if you got me, Doug, Richard, and Scott in here, each one of us would individually tell you that we thought he was most disappointed in us.
Well,
You know
hold
what I
on
mean?
a second,
I would
Gary.
say me, Doug would say Doug, Richard would say Richard, and Scott would say Scott.
But see, I don't think he was most disappointed in me because I think he thinks I'm kind of retarded anyway. So I don't think he was surprised.
Well, Robin really lit into you today. She was fired up from the get-go, but you in particular felt the wrath. Why do you think that was?
I don't know. I said the wrong thing and made her angry. And
Well, that was what I wanted to.
that's why I plan. I'm sorry, Gary. I plan on just going and say, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to argue. I tried a little bit to defend myself, and it backfired.
But I was going to sort of get into that, shifting gears a little bit. Early on, Robin asked Howard at like 6:05, what about Gary? And he goes, you know what? It's enough, whatever. And Robin seemed to want to talk about it more than when Doug came in, they spoke about it. But Robin, I would say, seemed angrier about it than Howard.
I agree.
Even to the point where she said, you should hear what I say about these people off the air.
Well, Robin
Hey,
has
Jim
said
McClure,
about,
call in.
Robin has said about me before, and I'll never forget this. She said one time, nobody would care if I died.
Wow.
And so it's like I'm not I'm used to being ripped into by her.
But the thing that was getting lost there was, she was saying whether, why would you leave your family in a dangerous place? And I would say that's not the same situation. I didn't leave my family in a place where they could die. I left them in a place where there was some danger going on. I didn't think they were going to die.
Protect them.
Where I could protect them, but Robin was just so angry.
A lot of venom, just venom.
And she does not see that money does play a part in this. Like, us wanting to protect our houses is very important to us. Maybe it's not to her. Maybe she's got enough money to.
Yeah, why not? Let's let it
replace
get washed out to sea. She'll just buy another one.
Well, they kept saying to me that all my stuff is junk. What does it matter?
And by the way,
it gets ruined.
and by the way, because Robin really, I don't think she understands what relationships are like, considering she hasn't really been in a real relationship in a long time. So let me explain something about what it means to protect your family. No, I couldn't do anything if a tree crashed through my roof. Okay, I couldn't do anything. What I could do is be there and hold my wife's hand when the power went out, and to be the guy that says everything's going to be fine when I knew everything might not be fine. Robin has a lot of opinions about how people should protect or not protect their loved ones. You know what, Robin? Why don't you find a loved one and then you can tell us how to protect her?
All right, Jason, calm down. But he's got some venom in it too. But I said this on the air yesterday. I'm going to say it again. There's a period of time during the storm where you could hear a tree snap in the front yard, where the lights flickered off and on, where I heard pop, 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 because the modules on my computer lighting blew up and started smoking, and Mary wanted to call the fire department. And exactly what Jason just said is what I was there for.
Man.
Okay? They were never in any danger, but I think had I not been there, I was doing a lot of things that I knew I could look at it and go, I think this is what it is. She couldn't. And so she wanted to call the fire department. I'm thinking, call the fire department. This is the last fucking place they're coming.
Right.
There's an actual fire going on down the block. So what I could do is comfort her, and that's what I was there for.
She kept saying, why would you stay home? Why would you stay home? If it's so dangerous, why would you stay home? Where else is everyone going? Everything it said that if you're not in a flood zone or an evacuation zone, the safest place is at home.
No, but her
and you
point
stay
to-
with your family.
but
Yeah,
her-
Doug, why weren't you in? She questions, and what are you going to do for your family? Well, when the power goes out and I have two little kids who are scared shit, you need a parent for each of them. You don't want them running around the house. But again, like Jason said, she wouldn't know this.
Her point was that you had on Monday, you had time to bring your kids in to do what
Why would you bring your kids to the city?
I'm just
to
stating
a place that is basically a quarter
stating her
flooded.
point. I'm not
it's
saying
a
I
moronic
agree with
statement
it. Hold
and
on.
offensive
Why
and
did
dumb.
John get off here? No one ever said about John.
Why did John wasn't here?
What's my call?
Yeah, why were you home yesterday?
Because I wanted to be with my family.
Oh, what are you going to do to be with your family?
And I made that decision.
But John, do
Your
you
kids are older.
Hold on.
Yeah, your kids are in college.
What everybody's getting at is, do you think that that it was?
Yes, I think Robin's holding
No,
them
do you think that Robin didn't understand? Do you understand why you wanted to be in your home?
Do I understand? Yes. The point.
So why do you think she did?
Pretty clearly. No. The point I'm trying to make is this. Robin was saying, if a tree falls and you're there, what are you going to do? So why not, if you have the means, why not be in a hotel with your family, quote unquote, safe, and then whatever happens to your house happens? My take on it is, I'm not leaving my house.
Right.
I want to be there with my
Most
family.
normal people
and
take
I
it.
want to be in the
Right.
house. If it goes down, I'm there for
You
that.
go down with your
and
ship.
I'm there
and
with my family.
If her ship
And-
sinks, she could buy another one.
But that's
we
not-
can't.
But that's not fair.
That's not fair.
And that's really not fair.
Well, why is that not fair? Hold on a second. Forgetting the rich.
I'm talking about my situation.
Right.
I'm talking about my situation. So I said yesterday, the people across the street from me, the power went off and on, off and on, off and on, and they had like a little flame spit out of their electrical outlet, and then all the surge protectors melted. Now, if that could have turned into a small fire.
Yeah,
If I
absolutely.
wasn't home, my house would burn down. If I am home, I have a way to put that fire out. That is a perfect example of why I wanted
Well,
to stay
I
home.
kept water from getting into my apartment. It would have ruined everything in our living room and our bedroom.
Oh, but your stuff is stupid.
But let's say, like,
Did anything happen to your
but
it's my stupid.
But let's
stuff.
say you're sitting in your house, you're with your family, you know the decision you've made, and nothing, like very little happens. Do you then regret that decision? And the answer is absolutely not.
That's all hindsight. Again,
hindsight.
let Robin go take a ride around Jersey or somewhere. And again, I feel for her because her house is probably destroyed.
She told me that she
which
always
is
wanted.
horrible.
She told me she always wanted bay and ocean views, and she's pretty sure she has both now.
Yeah, I think it probably is.
But can I just the point I was trying to make before, because I lost my train of thought, was at the end of the day, especially from Robin. I can't say this about Howard, but from Robin, I think she was trying to paint us as a bunch of people who were looking for any opportunity to take a free day off, and I don't think that represents any person in this room.
Absolutely not.
And I worked at home too.
And-
Howard was saying,
Yeah, I
"What
worked
did
at
you
home,
do?"
too.
I did work at home that made it onto the air Monday and Tuesday.
I got up at 4 a.m. yesterday. I logged the show until my app and phone ran out of power, and that log is now in our database.
But we've
worked.
I've worked with people who are like, I work with people who have used everything from religious holidays you've never heard of, like All Saints Day,
Like Scott Salem.
Well, but even other than that,
Yom
but
Kippur.
I've worked with people in other
Yom
jobs who
Kippur.
have used lots of crazy excuses to get days off.
It's Tisha
We don't
B'Av.
get that here.
No.
Right? We don't get that here.
Well, how about I said
John, you worked on, I mean, you're not super religious, but you worked on a pretty holy holiday
Well, me
that you
too.
would have taken
Well,
off, right?
Today,
All of us Jews
today is a religious holiday for me,
Right.
Halloween, and I'm here.
we were hitting Robin a little bit there, but
Jason was.
Well, I think but is that anger misplaced? Like, Doug, you went in there today. You weren't pissed at Robin. You were pissed at Howard.
I was annoyed at the whole situation. I just felt I was attacked because I passed on and followed directions given directly to me by the company. And the plan was to not send anyone in. No one could go in was the mandate. I fought it, and they were comfortable with 3 guys, or it was more if there were more in New York, who can come in. So I got the show up and running. And we didn't cut a daily show. We have no power. We have our servers down. So I couldn't do anything differently than if I was here or at home. I listened to the show. I took notes. I know what we're doing. Nick was at home logging the show. So everything sort of happened remotely, and I made it happen. But no, I get the shit kicked out of me because it's more fun. I get it. I don't know if it was a bit. I sort of felt like Gary, like it became genuine feelings. And it was like fury. I'm glad I didn't call in yesterday. Thank God, because I was on fire yesterday.
But by the end of the segment
I would've sounded
today,
like Jason.
you were apologizing. You were
Because it's like, I think he had a little bit of a flip where he was sort of apologizing back to everyone, saying,
He was
I
just
think
trying
he
to get
sort
you
of
out of there.
flip-flopped. Yeah, well, good. Well,
It is. I have to
counterpoint
say,
might hurt then.
Monday, I listened to the show from home, and there's nothing as frustrating as hearing Howard talking about you.
Oh
and
my
you're
God!
going, no, that's not right.
Well, that was that crappy phone call I made yesterday. The line was so bad, and I'm trying to talk to Howard.
Oh, it's
And
even worse, I think.
it was worse. But we should talk about, because Scott DePace and I were just talking about this a little bit. So yesterday, after the storm is sort of over, I realized at about 11 o'clock, holy shit, I got to get out of this neighborhood for tomorrow, because no way, if I don't make it on Wednesday, I am fucked.
Yeah.
Right? So if you go in front of my house and you're going to make a right, there are 3 large trees down like 30 yards apart. There's no way I'm getting out that way. So I found out the other way I can get out to go deep around. The only thing blocking me is this low-hanging wire, right? Now, a couple of people have touched it. A couple of people, they said it's not live, but still. And I can't go unless I get my car under this wire. So at one point, I got Lucas, got a big branch with like a Y on it. You know what I mean? And like Lucas held it up while I went under. And Mary goes, "You're like the worst father ever."
Yeah,
She's like, how do you know they don't turn the wire?
Yeah, we're using that next time you see your break.
So if that branch was wet, it explodes.
I think that hurts your best parent on the show
Well,
status here.
I was with a couple of my neighbors, and we sort of knew that they were helping as well.
Now, on
too.
the flip side, Gary, what if you did that and it turns out, God forbid, you got injured or the car exploded and you died? And then how does Howard feel? Because
Yeah, wait,
knowing
really,
he put
that's
that
his
pressure
fault that
on
I
you. Well,
was
he
trying
put
to-
the pressure on you to get you in.
Be-
you know in your heart
Be honest.
that you didn't want to come in.
Would Howard do that? Would Howard go under that wire?
No.
No way. Would Howard? I went under a tree that literally there were branches going to hit my window and stuff. And if one of those branches caught wrong and the tree ended up falling on my car. I was dead.
But Mary and I were fighting all last night. We went out to dinner, and I had to go under tons of trees that were like that. And at one point, she's like, "Don't go into the tree." It means that everyone's going. It's the only way you can get through. I said, "The tree's not going to just fall like it is. You're going to hear it crack, and we can, I can gas it and get out of it."
Yeah, we had the same. I was like, "How am I going to get here if I don't go under the tree?"
Well,
You know
hold
what I
on.
mean?
Well, I had to spend $70 on a cab getting in today. That's like a tree falling on me. That was expensive.
Hey, Mike, you also incurred some wrath early this morning because of something that you tweeted, and Howard made a point to remind you why you're here, you have a job, etc. Did you get his message loud
Let me
and clear?
remind him while I'm here. I'm a producer and an editor for Sirius XM Radio. When it comes to raises, when it comes to anything to do, that he should be involved in, we work for Sirius. We don't work for Howard.
Mike, I'm gonna help you here. Seriously, I think you're a good guy. I think Doug doesn't work for Howard. I works for Howard. Do you follow? Like Doug
I
works
work for Howard.
We do.
You work for Indomit, but at the
I
end
work
of the
for
day,
the licensee of Howard's
We
products.
do, but Will was complaining last week, Howard doesn't know me. He doesn't know a lot about everyone here. I have a kid in one of my 2 apartments that I care for 3 nights a week. My concern was getting from this job, at 5 o'clock on Monday when the storm is beginning, to the Bronx, back to Washington Heights to my house. I got to worry about other things than just this job. And granted, nobody on the air knows, Mike may have a kid at home.
I think probably if I could give you one piece of advice, we've all voiced that here saying, hey, we wanted to be with our families. I think that's what you're saying, somebody who's like a family to you. I think that when you keep it in-house, and you could talk to Howard, that's fine. When you start tweeting it, it looks like...
So I'm going to get rid of my Twitter then. I'll get rid of my Twitter.
Well, you don't get rid of your Twitter. I'm just saying that
it's just a judgment. It's a judgment call.
Gary, let him get rid of his Twitter. Let him. If he's going to get rid of it. Mike, and you know this, I like you, and I've talked to you many times about how I feel you on Twitter is going to get yourself in serious trouble to get you fired
That's
from
your
here.
opinion. That's fine.
Well, that is my opinion, and I've shared it with you. And I think if Gary is encouraging you to get rid of the Twitter
No,
account,
I think it's fair to say if we keep it. I'm saying it's fair if we keep it in our universe. Meaning, Howard will yell at me, but if Howard were to go on Kimmel last night and say my producer's the biggest fucking asshole in the world, that's sort of out of our universe. It's not really fair.
But let me ask you one question, Gary. As the executive producer of this show, could these shows that were done Monday and Tuesday not have been done on a Thursday and Friday of any week? Could they have not been replaced?
Shows can be done any day, but it's Howard's determination what he wants to do and when he wants to do it.
Well, the answer is no. Yeah, because it's a day and date at that point. It was like he wanted to be.
Maybe I missed the question. What was the question?
No, Mike, I think the bigger point there, though, is that it's Howard's show.
Right.
If he wants to do 5 a week or none, that's his call. It's the Howard Stern show that we all work
It's not a
for.
democracy.
But if we can't get in to help him with that show, we shouldn't be ridiculed and slammed and insulted.
Assaulted?
Well, then I don't...
Insulted, not assaulted.
Oh.
Insulted.
He said assaulted.
He said insulted. And that's fair for you to say, here, I would just not do that. Because then Howard could take this tape, play it back on Monday, and have a dialogue with you. I would keep off of Twitter. That's my recommendation.
I will.
Mine too.
Last night, the police knocked on his door, told him it was a mandatory evacuation. Of course, him and his wife ignored it, along with a bunch of other neighbors, because it's a high rise. So he feels he's high enough off the ground to not worry about flooding. And then and the shelter is far away. And I'm thinking, shelters are for people who have nowhere else to go. Yeah. Like, Richard has friends. Richard has friends. Okay, so then there's that. So he goes, I'm afraid if I leave, they're not going to let me back up. And I said, they're absolutely not going to let you back. Of course they're not going to let you back up. And I said, why did you go and stay with friends? He goes, well, the shelter's far away. So he goes, we didn't want to leave our pets.
So I started thinking, pets, the dog, the cat, no, the fish and the gerbil.
And I offered him a hotel room to stay in the city.
But I'm like, but I really don't think he's.
So what did he end up doing?
Well, he won't leave. He's at the house. He goes, I can't leave. I'm not leaving my wife here alone. He goes, I can't get back in.
Bullshit artist.
I don't know if it's bullshit or if he's stupid.
Tim offered him a hotel.
I didn't know that. Well, we offered everybody a hotel room.
Let's go. Where's your Storm now? Fuck you, Storm. Let's go right now. Come on, everybody left. Everyone abandoned. The government can't go. Nobody. I'm here. Let's go right now.
You're the only one who can make it into work.
I'm the only one. We're off every day except during a storm. Some guy on Twitter, I go, we're definitely doing our show tomorrow. We don't care what the weather is. This guy goes, you're an asshole. You're always out, and now you're here for the storm. I go, well, gee, I'm glad I made the effort. Well, as you know, all broadcasting has been shut down. We are the only ones left. Today is a live broadcast, and we have over 100 million listeners because everyone wants to be a part of this. Who's that coughing? Fred?
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Must
man?
be a dust ball in here or something.
The weather getting to you?
No, just dust.
Oh.
What mic are you on, Shuli? Or did Scott not make it in?
No, I'm right. Well, I don't think Scott made it in, but I'm right here.
Scott
right
didn't make it in. That's a surprise.
I can't.
It's
It's
either
impossible.
work or bowl.
Any excuse I can find.
He could make it to bowling, but he couldn't make it to
This
work.
is a Jewish holiday. I made one up.
I don't want to embarrass my family. Hey.
I have to sandbag my head.
Oh, you're on that mic. Okay.
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
right here.
Got it. Shuli joining us this morning. Thrill of his lifetime.
He could get in.
Oh, everyone can get in if they want to. It's absolutely pleasant outside today. I don't know when this big storm is coming, but, I'm one of...
Well, they keep promising that it's going to start raining in Manhattan shortly, they keep
Well, let's
saying.
go. Let's
And
have
then they say that the afternoon commute, please come in, because the afternoon commute is really what they're worried about.
Half the people here who live in Manhattan were evacuated. It's a major mess. It's so funny, too. I'm like sitting at my computer last night, and I'm, making arrangements to be here, blah, 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 see who's coming in and what. Then all of a sudden I get a text from Doug Goodstein, who's in charge of Howard TV.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, the text was so bizarre. It was like, what did he say? How did he put it? He goes, Howard, Doug Goodstein here. All of In Demand is, like all the In Demand offices are closed for tomorrow. Like, that's the message.
Okay.
So I think now I'm supposed to write him and alleviate his guilt.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you know him. He loves disasters, and he wants to be home with his family, running around with a camera and jugs of water and saving everyone. And
I have a 2-year-old and a wife. I left them last night.
Yeah.
Came into the city, got a room.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Well, it was ridiculous. So I know what that message means. It means now I have to spring into action and make a decision for him as to, all of the offices at In Demand. Now, first of all, what do the offices at In Demand have to do with us?
Right.
Nothing.
They still record the show.
Yeah, all he's got to do is press a record button.
Yeah.
He can't get here. So I was just like, you know what, Doug? I said, I go, yeah, so? What do you want from me? He wants me to make a decision for him. And by the way, I don't want anybody putting themselves in danger getting in here if there's a real dangerous situation.
Sure.
But why don't you do what everyone else is going to do? Wake up and see if the weather's bad, and if it's not, come on in.
They called it early yesterday. They were not coming in.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
This was
Before anything happened.
Yeah. Oh,
The buses and trains were still running.
Right. And Tim called me and said, we're doing the show, right? I go, of course we are. I said, we'll do the show as long as we can all get in. There's no big deal. And Tim said, yeah, I'll even get some hotel rooms for people. So, there was no reason Doug couldn't get a hotel room.
No, I came in last night. I don't understand this. Tim lives in the city and still got a hotel room. And stayed in the hotel. I think he didn't want to walk as far as he normally has.
Tim stayed in a hotel?
Tim stayed in the same hotel. First of all, I get to the hotel, and I see him in the front of the line at the front desk. He is so loud. He is so obnoxious.
Oh, my God.
This woman, we go to check in. This woman runs up to the front desk because she got locked out of her room. And she runs up. She says, "Sir, can you please?" And Tim starts yelling full blown. Hey, lady! I was here first. I was here first.
No,
and he's smiling at her.
You're going to have a fucking heart attack.
I know. But I booked the rooms, and I had to use the room, so I used the room. Because
Why did you use it? Oh, so it wouldn't go to waste.
It wouldn't go to
Exactly right.
waste.
And what, you offered it to Doug Goodstein, right?
No, not to Howard TV. Howard TV has their own company.
Right. But what is his point? So In Demand is closed. Who cares? What is it? So he's not here today?
We're in media.
We're in media, and also there's nothing happening outside. It's absolutely no weather conditions that are preventing anyone from getting in.
This separates the men from the boys, right, Shuli?
It really doesn't. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Well, and also, I mean, the real test comes later today. Like, if shit starts shutting down, I think what they're doing is they're saying, well, I don't want to be stuck out here, so I'm going to just
but I
stay
mean,
home.
it's a job. I mean, you come in, you do it, and you go home.
Right.
Everybody here is risking being stuck. Everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's crazy.
So, I don't know.
We're here doing the show. That's
Exactly.
it. We're the only ones left.
Business is business.
Business is business.
Yep.
Meanwhile, I ate breakfast at home this morning. I usually get my breakfast here, but I'd heard everything's shut down, everything's closed. We wouldn't be able to get breakfast. Will got my breakfast. So Gary ate my breakfast because I had my breakfast at home. And I'm like the most unprepared motherfucker. Everyone's running out yesterday getting jugs of water and egg. I have 3 eggs.
Let me add, because I saw something in the paper about what you're supposed to have to be prepared for the hurricane.
I'm so unprepared. Like, I have an assistant and everything. You think I would have had like a couple of dozen eggs in the refrigerator?
Right, somebody should have got you some food.
And I came home, there were 3 eggs in the refrigerator.
Well, here's what you're supposed to have. 1 gallon of drinking water per person per day.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of bottled water.
Right, you usually have that around. Non-perishable, ready-to-eat canned foods.
I don't have that. I really don't.
First aid and flashlight.
I got that. Beth went out and got 2 flashlights.
Okay, so you did get that. Battery-operated AM/FM radio and extra batteries.
I got the internet. No.
No. That's like in case power goes down.
Yeah, power goes out. I got 10 hours on my iPad. That's enough.
10 hours on your iPad.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to use all the 10 in a row. I'm just going to go on and check it. Although I got a whole bunch of movies and stuff on there, too, I'm going to watch.
I was just thinking you're going to wear out your battery watching shows and stuff.
Oh, I would go insane.
He'll be watching Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah, I would go insane if I don't have TV. If I just don't want the power to go out. And like Robin and I were talking about this last night. What is this bullshit with the power going out? We're in New York. There's no power lines.
Right, I looked outside. There's no lines. The lines are underground.
You know what I was thinking, Rob? Maybe the power is like from upstate or something, and they ship it down here.
No.
Where's the power? Like, where does it start? Where does power start?
They have, what are they, converters or something? Those stations are right here that make the power.
Anybody know anything about power? Like, I realize there's so much in our world I don't know.
Don't know.
And I'll die. I'll live and have died and never know. Like, where's the power come from? Because as far as I can tell, let's say there's horrible winds.
Substations. That's what they said. Substations.
Yeah, but where are those substations?
They're right here, and they said that some of the substations might flood.
But where's the place? But where's the place where the power is actually made?
Well, remember when that blackout happened and they were talking about, and that happened over a large portion of the country because there's a grid.
Hold on a second. Jason, you know anything about power?
Yeah, because I had the same thought you did.
Right.
And I looked it up. I'm like, well, I don't understand. There's nothing to get blown over. So how are we going to lose?
Like, what's the problem?
So I guess if the ocean floods, underground and hits the wires, where I guess all our wires are underground.
The ocean?
Yeah, because the salt water.
Oh, that's right. This is like an island or something?
Yeah, we're,
I forget that sometimes.
So apparently the salt water just corrodes and ruins the wires, and it takes
short circuits everything.
Yeah,
I mean, are we really in trouble there? Like, we're so fucked up that like ocean is going to hit our wires.
Well, the ground will get wet.
So, the ground's going to get wet, and it's going to throw the whole thing off.
Yeah,
it's so fucking lame.
But there's a lot of vents and whatnot near, like the East River, and it's
where is this place where the power is made exactly?
We actually buy power from like Ohio and all sorts of other places.
Right, that's what I was going to talk about, the grid.
It comes from thousands of miles away.
Now, how does it get here?
Through wires
lines
and grids.
Yeah.
And
so
things
if
like
a
that.
line goes down like in Jersey, would our power be affected in Manhattan?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
So where
but
are
then
the
again,
wires
it could go
that
out
are
in
above
Ohio
ground?
and fuck us up.
But Ohio, are they being hit?
No.
So what are we talking about?
No, because the storm is actually going up that whole...
See, nobody knows
It's going
power.
up 95. It's not going
But
to
no,
Ohio.
it's
Are there wires on 95?
It's 1,000...
Everyone's mad all of a sudden because they don't know shit.
Fred's yelling. No.
Yelling.
No, because Robin's saying that it's not affecting that area. It's like going up to Wisconsin, for Christ's sake.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, look at the map.
Stop it.
See, a lot of times I think they shut stuff down to prevent damage, but meanwhile there is no damage.
But I heard this on the news yesterday that the substations are also underground.
Do you know anything about power?
No.
Oh.
No, but I just wanted to tell you how stupid this whole thing can be. I lost power this summer for 2.5 days.
It's ridiculous.
Because a squirrel went into a transformer and got fried, and it shut down 15,000 homes in my town for 2.5 days. It's insane. It's a fucking squirrel.
Wow.
But let me tell you, the substations
That's
they
like
said
those
could
ducks
get
that bring
flooded.
down planes.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, ducks that bring down planes.
Geese.
But they said the substations
Ducks.
could get flooded, and that would cause the problem.
Yeah. Well, that's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
But Fred thinks the hurricane's going all the way to Wisconsin.
It's a big storm. There's snow and everything. It's not necessarily going to get that
And we're
wind,
so
but it's going to get
unprepared.
rain and snow.
Beth has 2 boxes of spaghetti. Like, we have that. Like, we're just planning on this whole thing blowing over because...
Do you have iodine tablets?
No.
Or
No,
1 quart of unscented bleach?
I don't know.
To disinfect water?
I don't know.
Did you fill your tub? Because I heard somebody say that.
If you see me disinfecting water, just shoot me. It's fucking over.
Maybe I should fill my tub. I don't have a tub.
I know
You don't have a tub?
Well, Beth has one. I don't know. I have a shower, Mike.
Well, you got pots and stuff, right?
Yeah.
My wife was like, should we I mean, I took everything out of my yard yesterday. My garage looks like a fucking
we did
yard.
that.
And she said, should we pull the trampoline in, right? We still have a trampoline. I said, if the trampoline blows away, we have a lot more to worry about. Like, if the wind is so bad...
Yeah, but that could hit you into your house, that
it's,
trampoline.
it's way far away.
You should take it out. I'm telling you.
It's huge.
Yeah, but dude, that's the thing they're talking about. That's the kind of thing that could go through a window.
And it might not even go through your window. It might be a neighbor's or... That's terrible.
Well, one thing I learned from that TV show Revolution, if the power goes out, the girls get hotter.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. There's tons of hot chicks just roaming the streets.
Well, I can tell you...
In skimpy outfits.
I can tell you, for me, I will guarantee you it's not will my power go out. It's for when
and
it will
how
go out, for how
long.
long. I expect to be out of power just based on storms like this. I have a generator now, but I expect to be out a minimum of 5 days and probably close to 10.
You probably won't be so bad. There's certain parts in Connecticut they power it up right away because you're in a wealthy section.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter where it is. It's we have a lot of trees. All our wires are above ground.
Yeah,
and
you rich people have trees.
and it takes a long time.
Yeah.
It will be.
But
I
they
guarantee
power
You
them-
rich people with your trees.
But they
don't.
power them up first.
They don't, Fred. That's a
Now,
complete
if you look
lie.
at them, I was watching a map. My mom lives in a not rich section of Connecticut. You got it back like 3 days ahead of her.
I was out for 6 days with Irene. 6 days.
Debbie the pet lady wants to warn us about how dangerous today is. Let's see, maybe
Okay.
she knows
She's
something.
right.
Because she has birds, and birds will signal you when things are real. They
What
know
are her birds doing?
They all flew away.
When they see a tsunami, they fly.
Yeah.
Debbie, do you know something?
Howard!
Hi.
You're not supposed to be in the show today.
Why?
Because there's a storm, you silly. The tornadoes, Sarah's coming.
Sarah's
Sarah.
Sarah.
And they're gonna they
Sammy.
need everybody. All the transportation is shut down here. The schools are even shut down. So how are you at work today, knowing that the power can come lost? And
Well,
when
I'll
you're
tell
in
you
that
what.
elevator going down or going up, you can get trapped in there when the power lose power today.
Well,
you know that?
I'll tell you, I don't care about getting trapped here. If I do, I do. I mean, it's fine. We got a lot of nice people here. We'll
All the
hang out.
transportation is out over there. How did you even get to work this morning?
I don't know. I made Ronnie drive me.
No, public transportation is out. Cars still move.
Everything is closed.
No, cars can still go.
Yeah.
Cars can go.
Look out your window. Give us an update.
Oh, it's okay. Let me go give you an update. Hold on.
Stick your head out. Yeah, let us.
By the way, this is an update from Crazy Town. Everybody loves it here.
Out there right now. The winds are so bad. I didn't get to take my pool down yet, and my pool's gonna get ruined now.
Oh, you have a pool?
You have a pool?
Yeah, I couldn't get it taken down. No,
It's America. She's got a pool.
I think she got a pool you can buy at like CVS or something.
rain. I went to New York. Yes, I was so scared I was gonna get stuck out there. And I made it home alive.
See, people, the weathermen all scared people like Debbie the pet lady, and they panic.
No, because they tell you all the whole news this morning. I woke up early at 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to take the puppy outside to walk it, and the wind was.
She's all worked up, and nothing is going on.
Imagine if she was given the weather report.
Now.
Oh, here
she
you go.
should be the weather lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a great weather lady.
I'd watch.
Like Tim called me, he wants to do like a weather show here when we're, during the storm.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, get Debbie to do it.
Well, I think he's got High Pitch Eric is doing some stuff.
Yeah. You got to hear that. Here's High Pitch Eric on his Facebook page. Listen to him doing the weather. You got to hear this. This is great. I think he should be doing regular updates on Howard 100 News.
This is your meteorologist, High Pitch Eric. As you can see, I have the latest map here. As you can see, Hurricane Sandy is moving up towards the East Coast.
Oh, shit.
8 a.m. Sunday.
He's so gross. He's got saliva in his mouth.
I'm sure he doesn't realize that to be called a meteorologist, you have to have a degree. I think he just says if he calls himself one, he is one.
It'll hit Bermuda. After Bermuda, it'll hit up the East Coast by 8 a.m. Monday. By 8 a.m. Monday, it moves closer to the East Coast in Pennsylvania on Monday and Tuesday. So it's moving in the East Coast direction. I'll have more updates in a few hours. This is your meteorologist, High Pitcher Eric, with the latest on Sandy.
Thank you. I
Did
love
you say
it.
I'm Sandy?
On Sandy. Yeah, there's going to be a John Belaris weather special, and High Pitch Eric will be calling in with reports.
Can I talk about the phone call I got from Richard Christie this morning?
Yeah.
So I told Howard, I always wondered who the people were that defy a mandatory evacuation, but now I know one. It's Richard. So Richard calls me at 4:45 this morning to tell me that last night the police came to his apartment, knocked on the door, and told him he had to leave, to which he and his wife ignored it. Right? So when he went to leave this morning, they're not running the elevators. So he said, I'm afraid that if I leave, I can't get back in. He goes, I said, you're absolutely not going to get back in. And I said, why didn't you leave? And he said, well, the shelters were far away. And I'm thinking, I don't think shelters are for Richard. Like Richard, he's got to know people.
He's got friends.
But the best part was he said he didn't want to leave the pets behind. So I'm thinking the dog, the cat, a fish, and a hamster.
Was he 9?
I mean, yeah.
He's got a hamster.
Well, you know what's
But you leave the thing alone for
and
a
isn't
week.
the fish's name Fishy?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you want to know something? Like, I didn't make it mandatory that people come in, but, Richard's one of those guys. Tim offered him a hotel room. He could have left with his wife.
Sure.
Enjoyed the hotel. And been here.
He said he didn't leave.
He's full of shit.
He didn't leave because they're so high up they wouldn't get covered in water. But I don't think that's what the evacuation isn't just about water. It's about if everything gets shut down, then he's on whatever floor.
Yeah, and then they got to worry about rescuing his fat ass. Debbie, you want to give us the update on the weather?
I think she's taking other calls.
Yeah, she's got like a whole weather center.
Home office.
She's freaking out about her above-ground pool. Like, you could just dismantle that. It's not difficult.
Well, she didn't take it down before the wind.
Meanwhile, there's no wind out there now.
That's what she's saying. And she took the dog for a walk and there was wind.
The best is when those birds just all start talking at the same time.
Yeah.
And she flips out and starts
Debbie.
yelling.
Yeah, you have a lot of contact with her from the newsroom, right?
Oh yeah, I at least once a week I have to call her and give her like a pep talk where I gotta, bring her back from the edge.
Debbie. Well, I guess our weather correspondent is busy.
We can't rely on her if she's going to be like this.
She's alone in her apartment, yelling at no one.
It's the crazy alarm going off.
Yeah. What is that? What is that noise?
Is that a phone or an
It
intercom?
sounds like a phone.
It's a crazy phone.
Crazy line.
It's from the mental hospital they're calling. Oh, that's my mental hospital. That's a special ring they have.
I have a hotline.
It's like
No.
Batman used to have that red phone for the commissioner.
Right. Hello? Like she's in the middle of a conversation with us and
I
left.
think she's got like 50 phones.
She's taking down the pool.
Debbie. Debbie.
Hurry.
I wonder what she's doing.
She told somebody to hurry.
She's talking to her pets, Gary.
She doesn't have people who live with her.
I think what happened is this happened before when I talked to her. She
Yeah.
tried
There's
to,
the bird.
She tried to hang up, and she didn't hang up all the way.
Oh.
And so now this is just her and her environment.
She's got a dog, too?
Yeah. I think she's talking to the wall, though, right now.
But I think she forgot that she was supposed to be checking the weather and coming back to us.
Yeah. She's on to the next thing.
I think she's having a good conversation with a water pitcher. Right now.
Debbie. All right, I'm going to hang up. I give up.
She'll call back.
Yeah, so Tim was like, he calls me up yesterday in a panic, and he says, listen, I'm going to put you on a 3-way conference call with the engineering department. We have 3 contingency plans. I go, Tim, I don't want to speak to the engineering department. Just tell me what's on your mind. Okay. So, like
he wants to brief you.
Yeah, he's gonna. Like, people just have too much access to me around here. I tell them to call my assistant Laura if they have anything to say to me. She'll handle it. Because this conversation with Tim was a complete waste of time. So he goes, all right, here's the 3 plans. If you, in a complete disaster, you'll do the show from your ISDN line. We checked it. It works. I said, Tim, if it's a complete disaster, do you think I'm going to have power? Doesn't your building have a generator, an emergency generator? I go, no. No, it doesn't. There's no emergency generator in my building. How many buildings in Manhattan have an emergency generator? So
it would take a generator as big as a building to run it.
Right. So that plan was out. Then he had the second plan was, like, you just want to fucking bother me, dude.
No, I don't. Gary and I wanted to talk to you.
It was a complete waste of time, your
I
whole
wanted to give you
conversation. I
options.
said, Tim, here's the option. If it's nice tomorrow, I'll be in.
All right. Well, at least I was thinking about
If
it.
Ronnie, if Ronnie can get me here, we'll get in. And I said,
And
tell
I got
Ronnie,
all
give
the
Ronnie a
staff's
hotel
asking.
room.
All the staff's asking.
Tell the staff. Why the fuck do we know? We don't have a crystal ball.
Well,
try and get here like I'm trying to do. And if you can't, don't put yourself in danger.
That's what I told him.
Yeah, but why are you bothering me at home? And why are you putting me on conference calls with fucking engineers?
It was with Gary.
With Gary?
Yeah, Gary and I wanted to talk to you. I told you.
Oh, my God, you guys just waste my time.
Sorry. I'll never call again.
Just assume I'll be here. And if I can't get there, I'll give you a call.
All right.
Holy mackerel. And you got to get that ISDN line set up? I go, if we're in the middle of World War III and it's the apocalypse, you really think you think I'm going to have power and everyone isn't?
The world wants to hear from you, Howard.
Yeah. Oh, you're so annoying.
I'm sorry.
God, you were annoying the shit out of me yesterday.
Really?
No, you handled yourself great. You got a couple of hotel rooms. That's it.
I care. I want
Richard
everyone to.
Christie is a fucking retard.
At least someone cares around here.
Yeah. No, I know. I like that you care, but you don't need me.
Now he's hurt.
I do need you. I need you.
How's your ribs?
Much better. I rested.
Good. Yeah, I'm worried about him.
Thank you.
First he shit all over the bathroom and shit all over the walls, and now he broke his ribs. I think he's going through like an old age crisis.
An old age crisis, not a midlife.
I think he's past midlife.
He took me out to eat last night. You should have seen what this guy ordered. He's got
oh yeah,
matzo ball soup the size of a bucket.
Yeah,
it comes in a bucket.
Where'd you go for dinner?
We went to the Carnegie Deli down the street.
So like after the soup, he should have been done.
No, but then they brought in his mile high stack of meat on bread. Like you don't even know there's bread underneath this fucking thing. You got to cut for like 10 minutes before you even hit bread.
Right.
And he's sitting there going, "Boy, I don't think I can finish this."
Julie. I split it with my son, and I had like a little bit of matzo ball soup, and that was it, and we left.
The matzo
and
balls
who
were
had the
size of
fucking
his head.
cheesecake?
I had a slice
And
of
that's
cheesecake.
the way they serve it. I don't run their business.
You're so pregnant.
Yeah.
Look at the size.
Oh, I
of
know,
you.
because then I was inactive for that, because I can't move with my. Please.
And he's telling the guy at the front desk, he goes, "This is my life partner." He's pointing at me. He's going, "This is my life partner. We're checking in tonight." And the guy, and then he zones out. He starts messing with his phone. He's not paying attention. So I'm listening to the guy. The guy goes, "So one king bed is good for you guys?" And I'm like, "Tim, they're about to put us in the same room." He goes,
Your
"No,
joke's
they're
going
not."
over so well. We're going to be in the same bed.
He goes, "No, they're not. No, they're not." Diddling away on his phone. I go, "Tim, he's telling me they're one bed for both of us."
Yeah, because we're life partners.
Yeah. No, he goes, "No, I was just kidding." The guy goes, "Oh, all right."
Great joke.
Yeah, you didn't know. He's getting us a room.
He's the life of the party. He's all excited about the weather.
I tell him, I go, "What do I do when I get there? Do I have a room under my name?" He goes, "Just take Ronnie's room." I go, "I can't just go up to a front desk and go, 'Hey, give me Ronnie's room.' They're not going to just check me in."
Give me Prince Charles's room. Yeah, what a nut.
He's so much fun.
Well, he gets so crazy, and he's calling me, and he's got plans, and by the way,
Did any of them make any sense better than the ISDN line?
it made no sense, the ISDN line. Like, he was just like, "Here's our 3 different plans," and I'm getting Gary on the phone in a 3-way, and I was like, I didn't even know it was Gary. That was an engineer. He goes, "We're going to get on the 3." I go, "I'm not getting on any 3-way. Just tell me your plan." And he had 3 different contingency plans. I go, "Tim,
What were the contingencies?
Yeah, because I'm trying to
one
think.
was I'm going to have the ISDN line, if and all the power goes out, and I'll do it from the house." And I said,
"You mean
my apartment?" I said, "Tim, if all the power goes out, how do you make the ISDN line work? I need equipment." He goes, well, you have an emergency generator, don't you? I go, no.
You got to check the schematics of your building.
And not only that,
my building does. No, what building in Manhattan has an emergency
actually, there
generator?
are a few.
A few.
I mean,
that have it. But
yours
have
might
that.
not have it, and maybe it's only for like essential stuff, like the elevators.
Well, I want to say to Tim, is this show so important? I mean, that like if like there's a complete flooding and a disaster,
right?
We need to be up here. We're the last line.
Yeah. We have to get, I mean, it's insane.
You're taking your wife and you're finding safety.
Right.
I heard option 3 was cyanide pills. Is that true?
The other option was, of course, which was so stupid, was like, well, I'll be able to get here.
Right.
So that's the same option. I have
that's
every
the
day.
option you have every day.
Two options.
Right. And then there was a third option.
But isn't the third option to go to like another state or something?
No, there was a third option. I don't know. Hey, Tim, what were your 3 options?
I know what they are. The third option was switching dates. In other words, canceling today and tomorrow, doing the show Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, and then, no, I know what it was. Tim goes, cancel Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and work Thanksgiving week. And I went,
What?
And I started to laugh. I just started to laugh. I go, get the fuck off my phone.
Gary and I concocted all this.
Yeah, well, you guys...
Way to throw Gary under the bus.
I said,
I'm not going down in flames on this one alone.
my boss will probably just want to work Thanksgiving week.
Listen, I came up with 4 different ideas.
Yeah, but I came up with an option, too. The option where no one can get on the air and there's no show. And that was the real option.
No, I think part of the issue is that anybody that came in today you really won't get home until Wednesday. And there were people that were reluctant to do that.
Dude, I told you. Anybody who didn't need to be... I would have done the show myself.
2 people didn't come in and you already goofed on them.
No, I'm fine with it. It's just Doug Goodstein writes me a text like, all of the in-demand offices are closed. What does that have to do with me? In-demand offices.
I think the feeling is, though, if you don't come in, you're going to get goofed on, and nobody wants to get goofed on.
I told everyone. I said, don't come in.
Right,
do whatever you have to do.
But Doug didn't come in, and Scott didn't come in, and Richard didn't come in, and nobody wants
Richard's retarded.
That's true.
Tim, he's living in Manhattan. Him and his wife have no children. Tim gave them a room. They could go live in the hotel. He's sitting there with the power out.
And no elevators now. He can't even get out of the building.
He's retarded. How could I not goof on him?
You all right, Gerbil?
You okay, fishy fish?
By the way, I found out that Jason just told me the hotel that we're all booked at is a pet-friendly hotel.
Right.
That's for dogs.
So you could have brought the gerbil.
What?
That's for dogs and cats. I'm pretty sure they'll take gerbils and fish.
Yeah. What a dick.
My gerbil needs a king bed.
By the way, with the storm, it's like, did you notice, like Ronnie's dressed like a slob today?
Yeah.
Like all the rules go out.
Yeah.
Ronnie's supposed to wear a suit. Like all the security people are wearing their suits.
Ronnie
shows
couldn't
up,
wear it because of the weather?
Yeah. He showed up today like with jeans and that whole rock and roll Ronnie look.
Casual Ron
showed up for work.
Ron Jovi.
Ron Jovi. And I was just like, I was looking at him and go, nothing happened. There's no bad weather. And Ron's running around. Ron Jovi is running around in his jeans.
These are my swimming jeans, bro.
Yeah. And I was just like, why today is he not in his suit? Like everything is completely topsy-turvy.
All bets are off.
Right. Every man for himself.
Right, Hurricane Sandy on sound.
I can picture Ronnie like raping Lisa. Like it doesn't matter. The world is ending.
Storm's coming.
Yeah.
I got a cookie. Where's your titty?
Your Honor, if you remember, it was the Tuesday of the storm. I thought my life was ending.
I saw a storm surge. I got a boner.
We started looting Tuesday at 6 o'clock and raping and pillaging. Like, where's your suit? Like, why did that all go out the window?
Why do I have to wear a suit? First of all, nobody's coming in.
Everybody's here. I'm
Nobody's
here.
here.
Julie's here. Benji's here.
Yeah, I have to wear a suit for them?
No, but I mean, everyone in the building is here. I mean,
no, not everybody in the
security was
building is here.
this
No,
morning.
everybody in the building is not here.
But why can't you
People
wear your
I
suit?
saw security were dressed in suits,
shut up.
Ron.
Look at you. You look like you fucking came from the homeless shelter.
I don't dress in suits. That's not my job.
No, but I mean, like, why today? Because of the storm?
Why do I have to go out? It's supposed to pour later. Why do I have to go out there in a suit later? For what?
It's not pouring.
It wasn't. Yeah, now. Why are you breaking my balls? I'm fucking here, aren't I?
Hey, great. But I'm just saying, rock and roll Ronnie.
The rock and roll. This is a nice white shirt. It's not rock and roll. What are you talking about?
Show everybody your jeans.
I'm not allowed to wear jeans.
Ripped jeans.
I see your
You got the
jeans,
ripped
Ron.
jeans. Let me see
And I
your
got
jeans.
my dicky out.
Acid wash.
Look at that. The rip comes with them to look hip.
They do.
I know.
These are cooked
Come on, man.
The
They
rip
ripped
makes
them
it.
for him?
You can see skin. My cock.
Listen,
He's got
Jason's
his walk-
wearing a jacket for me today, okay?
He's got his walkie-talkie tucked in his back pocket.
What is wrong with you?
Turn around,
You
Howard.
stupid ass.
Turn around, so
Yeah,
Let's see
what?
your walkie-talkie. Come over here. Let me see.
I always have it in my
Let me
back
see.
pocket.
Let me see. I never saw
You just you don't fucking see it, Norman, because the jacket covers it.
That's why you wear a jacket.
Stop it.
So you don't look like a 12-year-old.
Good God.
You ever use the walkie-talkie?
You see Lieberman out there? He's wearing his mom jeans with he's wearing muttlocks.
Is he?
He's wearing like he's going to get caught in like 20 feet of water.
Well, you're doing the same thing?
No, I'm not. I'm wearing regular shoes, like Timberlands. He's wearing Lieberman. Come up here. Show him those duck shoes you're wearing.
Why not? Oh, there's your walkie-talkie. Who's
always
see,
on.
Let me see on the
Who's he in
walkie-talkie.
touch with?
Who are you in touch
They
with?
weren't calling me.
Go ahead. See if you can get on there and make contact with people. Just ask for a weather update.
See if there's anybody out there.
Brian, what's going on out there?
Come on, let's look here a minute. Nothing, Ronnie. He was just calling out to me.
All right, good.
All right, thanks.
Look, they all know Ronnie.
Over and out.
Over and out. Ron Jovi.
10-4, 10-4.
I mean,
Good
John
buddy.
Lieberman's wearing a jacket at least. I mean...
I look fine.
No, you don't. Where's your suit? Are you wearing those stupid mom jeans again? Your belly's hanging over you.
No, those jeans are better.
These are
look at it. Look at it. Look at those boots. Look at it. Where did you get those from? My grandmother used to wear those.
I have those. Those are cool.
Yeah, these are duck shoes, they're called. And these are different jeans. These are express jeans that I've had. They're not new.
Express.
These are called duck shoes.
Isn't
and
Express a store for fat chicks? I'm just asking.
Ronnie, look at what you're wearing.
What am I wearing?
Your jeans don't look like mom jeans?
No.
Let me see. Move over there. I'll tell you what.
First of all, you're wearing a cartoon mustache.
Big giant. What's that cartoon character? Yosemite Sam mustache.
Shut up.
And he's laughing at John Lieberman.
Yeah, really. I'm going to be here until 8 or 9 tonight.
Oh, really?
And so by the time I leave, the water could be torrential, and so I have these boots. Let me tell you what.
What's so funny?
I don't know what's so funny. I really don't.
Look at him.
I really don't know why.
Look at him.
He's set for the storm.
And my belly is not hanging over.
Yes, it
thank
is.
you. Jason Kaplan called me fat on their back office show.
They're not fat.
Which exactly.
You're
so I'm
overweight.
Hey, wait.
I'm just going to call him Slim all the time.
Yeah.
Howard, his girlfriend texted him after Jason called him fat because he went crying to her about it, and she wrote him back. She goes, "Calm down, you are fat." And then writes back, "I meant you aren't fat."
Right. All right. Anyway, we'll take a break and we'll be back right after these words. All right, so let's get this straight so Tim doesn't bother me later. What are we doing tomorrow about the show? Let's assume that they know what they're talking about with this storm, and it's so bad that we can't get to work. What is
the contingency there?
Gary, you're in charge. You're the executive producer.
Yes, we got it.
What do you go? Go ahead.
There will be a decision made, tonight.
By who?
By me and Tim.
Right.
Tim and I.
Tim and you.
And Tim and you. And Tim and I will make the decision.
Tim and I or Tim and you?
Tim and I.
All right.
We'll make the decision.
Right.
And we have a show we can run tomorrow if need be.
Right.
And it'll be I have a feeling, here's a perfect example. I have a feeling that tonight they will close the bridges and the tunnels.
Now So what if they do that? Are you in the city tonight?
I'm not.
Oh, you're going back home.
Yes.
Right, so
almost everybody's going back home.
Well, why would you go back home if we're doing a show tomorrow?
Because I think the feeling for most people is that they have a wife and kids and a house that also needs to be protected.
So what are you going to do?
How are you
going to
protect?
How are you going to protect them?
In other words, if a tree falls on the house, what the fuck is my wife going to do?
Well, what are you going to
do?
He's going to lift it.
I'm going to lift it off.
Yeah, like Samson.
Yeah.
I'm like Marty Joe Young.
1 second, Mary.
So I can't count on you to be here tomorrow.
I will be
In
here.
other words, you've decided.
Well,
that,
you said that if people.
Well, it's pretty clear that it might be very bad, and you might not be able to get into the city.
Right.
So you're abandoning ship. Am I correct?
That is not correct.
But if they're closing bridges
in other words, if I can get in tomorrow,
I'm trying to make an assessment.
If I can
so
get
you're
in,
not. So in other words, if it's a bad storm, you won't be able to get in.
Right.
Because you're not going to stay over in the city. Am I correct?
Right. That's correct.
All right.
And that would be, I would say, most of the people on our staff.
I didn't ask about most people. I just asked about you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why not bring Mary and Lucas into the city today?
And not
Because
worry
why
about
would you
the
leave
house.
What are you guys fucking crazy? So, Robin, you would leave your house?
Yeah.
So that,
Yes, I left the house.
So if a tree falls on my house, I'll just figure it out when I get home.
Yeah.
You're not going to
What are
get
you gonna
anything
do
done
anyway?
during the storm.
Of course you're going to. Of course.
Tree falls in your house. Why do you want to be in it?
What if it starts to flood?
Yeah.
It's gonna
What are you going to do?
You can't get the tree out of your house.
You're going to take a pail and get the water.
So Howard, why don't you tell your entire staff to leave the house out east and just see what happens?
Of course they have.
You have not.
You
There's
don't know
no
anything
staff
about
out
it.
east.
Well,
you wouldn't leave it.
I
out.
have people there now
but
because there's no storm.
And I have people in my house right now. But you
Right,
wouldn't.
but I don't want someone to go down with a ship.
You wouldn't leave your house unattended. You wouldn't. People don't leave the house. In other words, we haven't been told to leave.
But your
our homes.
wife, you said,
Wait a minute. And everybody was told to evacuate their homes in certain places. Those houses are unattended.
But that's because it was a mandatory evacuation.
So in other words, you're not here tomorrow.
I don't know that.
In a storm, I'm saying. You're
It
going to be
depends.
home.
It depends on what happens with the storm.
All right. Well, I'm going to make every effort to get over here. Now, if I get here, who's going to be here?
But really, what does he think he could do with a tree?
Nothing. He's not going to do a fucking thing.
Well, and also, Gary.
Robin, is your house out in New Jersey unattended? Why don't you just leave it? Tell those guys not to go near it, and let's just see if a tree falls on it or if it floods. You deal with it later.
We will.
I
What
know
are you
everybody's
gonna
got, you got a
do?
big old fucking staff to watch your house, but I shouldn't watch my house. How
What are you
fucking
gonna
dare
do?
you?
What are you going to do?
I don't know, but
Why are you getting so angry? I'm just asking
because
what you're doing.
I think it's rude for Robin to say, and you for that matter,
You
to say,
cannot
"Hey, fuck your
remove a
house."
tree.
I'm not saying. I'm
Well,
just
I don't
saying.
know that
the
it's a
event
tree,
of
and
a
I-
disaster, you're not going to be able to do anything.
I don't know what the disaster is going to be, and it could
All
be
right,
on. Hold on.
let's imagine
it could
the
be
disaster.
on a smaller level that I can work with.
All right, let's say your house is flooding, as you say. What are you going to do?
Well, I have a pump that I could hook up and start to try to get the water out.
Yeah. You think that's going to work?
I don't know,
In
but
the
I
event
would
of a
rather
flood?
do that than do nothing.
I see.
I don't think you see.
No. I just asked you, are you going to be here tomorrow? And now you're getting defensive.
Because
you are feeling guilty. So
I am
you're
not
yelling.
feeling guilty.
Listen to your voice. You're yelling.
But you're not. There's no.
I have all I said
there's
is,
no
are you
sensitivity-
going to
hold on a
be
second.
here tomorrow? Are
There's,
you staying
there's no
in the city
sensitivity
tonight?
to somebody's family or home.
I didn't say. I said,
But you did. You go.
I
Oh,
asked you.
You said no. Here's the
I
difference. I'm
asked
going to
you-
point that out. I'm going to get you
Yeah,
right here.
go ahead.
You said, "Oh, so I guess I can't depend on you."
Right. I can't depend on you to be here tomorrow. Am I correct?
I don't think that's
Am
how
I
you
wrong?
said
Am I
it.
right? You just said that's what I said, and you said that's not how I said it.
I can't depend
I said,
on you to
can
be
I
here
depend on you
tomorrow.
to be
It's
here
different
tomorrow?
than I can't depend on you.
Gary, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
If the weather allows,
No.
and you-
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
Is it an absolute that I'll be here tomorrow? The answer is no.
Okay, that's all I asked.
But you say, I guess I can't depend on you. Not
Right.
depend
I
on you
can't
to be here
depend
tomorrow.
on you to be here tomorrow.
Well, there's a difference.
Am I correct, or am I hallucinating?
There's two different versions. Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow is one thing. Can I
Right.
depend on you if
Right.
you don't say anything? That means I can't depend on you no matter what.
No, I said tomorrow. Can I depend on you to be here? And you said no.
That is correct.
But then you went through a whole beaver-toothed explanation about how.
You asked me. No. You said
you're
why.
getting defensive.
But you said why.
I said what's
and then I
going
told
on?
you why.
Can you spend the night in the city?
I told you why, and then
Because you need to be there with Mary
You completely discounted
and Lucas.
it. You completely discounted it.
I did not. I just said,
You did.
are you going to be? And then Robin asked you, what are you going to do in the event of the storm? We're
And both
hearing
of you, both of you said like, "Oh, what are you going to do?"
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to be with my family if something happens.
Okay, so that's what we asked you. Why
Well,
are you
he
getting
did
defensive?
say you could bring them into the city and have them stay in the hotel with you.
Right, and then now I'm leaving my house unattended. That's the most ridiculous fucking idea ever, Robin.
Well, maybe a neighbor could keep an eye on it.
Sure, when they're dealing with their house, they should deal with mine too. Why don't they look over the whole fucking
Well, maybe you'll
neighborhood?
pay him.
That doesn't work. You don't pay people to look at your house.
You don't?
People have to look at their house. So
Right.
if something's going wrong in somebody's house, they're going to leave that to go handle my house?
Do you ever leave your house unattended?
Not during storms, Robin.
Okay.
Yes, of course, we all leave our houses unattended, but not when we know. First of all, the governor of Connecticut said 600,000 people without power, probably 2 weeks.
Right.
Probably for 2 weeks.
That's where you want to
So
be.
let me get back to my question, because all I was asking you is I'm trying to figure out the plan for tomorrow. Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
Not absolutely, no.
The answer is no, right?
Right.
Okay. That's what you should have said instead of feeling all guilty.
I don't really
You
feel
should
guilty.
Just say no. Just say no. I can't be depended upon.
Yes, no,
That's what
I
you
can't
said.
be dependent upon.
That's it. Now, who can I depend on if I make it in tomorrow? Shuli, can I depend on you?
Yes, Howard.
All right. Thank you. Will you be attending to your home?
My wife is going to be taking care of that for me.
Where do you live?
I'm outside of the city. I'm in
an apartment?
Well, no, I'm on a first floor. I'm on
You're in an
about-
apartment.
Gary, why are you attacking this guy who wants to work with me tomorrow? I need people here.
How dare
I can't
I?
depend on you. This guy says you can depend on me, and you're attacking him like you're an enemy of my show.
Well, fine. You know what?
Okay,
I'm going
all
to
right.
leave.
I didn't say anything. I just said I'd be here.
Who can I depend on? Shuli, can I depend on you to be here if I make it in?
Nothing will stop me from doing my job, Howard.
All right. Thank you.
Nothing.
Fred.
Yes, sir.
Will you be here tomorrow?
I will be here
You make
tomorrow.
your every effort to get in.
I will be here. I was here the day after 9/11. I was here during several blizzards when there were no cabs.
All
but
right.
I don't have the problem that Gary has.
All right. So Fred, I can depend on you to be here.
I'll be here.
Surely you're going to be here.
I'll be here, Howard.
Benji, you have an opportunity to come in or no? Are you going to be guarding anything or are you going to be
What if
here?
my internet goes out?
Well, no, seriously. Are you going to be here?
Yes, yeah, I'll be.
All right. All right. So now I know, Robin, you will be able to broadcast? Mm-hmm. All right. All right. So, Gary, I can't depend on you tomorrow.
That's right.
But I can depend on Fred, Benji, and Shuli. Am I correct?
Correct.
All right. That's what I wanted to know. Look at you. You look like you're going to cry.
I'm fine.
Fucking baby.
I'm not a baby.
Just man up and say you won't be here.
I didn't say I won't be
Oh, my God,
here.
you're attacking
But I
and
didn't
screaming and
I
yelling.
didn't say I won't be here.
You're like a maniac.
No,
I need to know who's going to be here.
But
if
Howard,
I get
there's
here,
a
no
whole
one's
subtext
here.
to it that you're not really being honest
Gary,
about.
Gary,
just
you're
be
being
honest.
dishonest.
No,
You're
you're being
attacking
dishonest.
me. I need
you're
to
not
know
being
who's going to
upfront.
be here.
You want to make it sound like I don't care about my job.
I did not say
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna
I
go on
said,
record.
can I depend on
I'm
you
gonna
to
go
be
on
here
record
tomorrow?
because I want to be straight. I care more about my wife and my kids than I do about this job.
Okay.
It's a close race. It's
Gary,
a close race.
Gary, you don't even have to go that far.
But that's
just
what I
said,
think you
can
wanna
I
know.
depend on you to be here tomorrow? And the answer is
Understood.
either yes or no.
I know, but you know that you're going in.
I'm
are.
not going anywhere. You're putting words in my mouth. You're getting defensive. Again, I have to make arrangements for tomorrow. Right. If I'm coming in, who is going to be here?
Okay.
Doug Goodstein is not here today. Today.
That's right.
There's nothing going on, and he's not here today. In-demand offices are closed somewhere.
There's two TV guys. Gadget's directing the show,
Right.
and there's one other guy who's doing cameras.
Well, if that's the case, why don't we do that every day?
Yeah.
Like, why do we need
That's
these
all
other
it
guys?
takes.
Why do we have all these extra people? We could save a fortune in the budget.
And Rob, the camera guy, is
Right.
doing the
I
hallway
see.
camera.
Worst thing you can do around here
Take two.
is show you're
Where's my
expendable.
shit bucket?
Right.
You know?
Oh, trust me. I'm looking over the whole situation.
And Gary, my family is most important to me as well. But when they asked you why not bring your family down here, then you said, well, the house. Why leave the house? So if your family's most important, you'll get to the
Don't
house
attack
when you
Gary.
get there.
I just needed an answer.
I'm just
Who is going to
saying.
be here? You're attacking him. I just asked Gary a
was
simple
just
question.
saying something.
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow? And he just attacked me. You
Yes,
attacked
it
me.
was a full attack.
It was.
You attacked me too.
You're a defensive guy.
You could have said, "Will you be able to make it tomorrow?" But it's, "Can I depend on you?"
No,
sort
I
of
said
insinuates-
I said the same thing to Fred. I
Well,
said the
of
same
course,
thing to
and that's-
Benji and
it
Shuli.
insinuates-
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
And it insinuates that not coming in makes me
Gary,
undependable.
that's your interpretation.
Well, okay, it's an interpretation.
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
Gary, can you be here tomorrow?
Gary, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
They're two different questions.
All right, Gary, can you be here tomorrow?
I will do my very best to get here, weather permitting.
Okay, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
Same answer. But I think you're but I think you're asking a different question. I really do. I do. I think you're.
How do I plan my day for the rest of the day if I don't know who's going to be here?
I didn't say that. You could. The first way was an easy way to get the same answer.
I said to you, Gary, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow? The answer is no. That's it. Then you're done. Then you leave. But no, you're going to stand there like a buffoon.
I don't feel buffoonish at all.
You should.
I don't.
You can't answer a straight question. You're all guilty over there. Like, I'm attacking you. I need to know who I can depend on to be here. Tim, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow? I'm going to ask everybody the same question.
Okay.
I need to know what I'm dealing with when I walk in. Why is this so difficult for you?
It's not difficult.
I said the same thing to Doug Goodstein last night. Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow? He said no.
And then you mocked him for it.
Mock him. What is
But you said
did you have any trouble getting in today?
No, I don't. But you did. But you did tell everyone. But here's the thing: you laid it out there, and you said if you don't feel safe, don't come in.
Can you imagine he doesn't feel safe today?
I got you, but you laid it out there for everyone with no repercussions.
Now,
and now there's repercussions.
What do you think of his decision?
I think it was the wrong decision. I think that you have to make. I think you have to make it what's called a game time decision. You have
Do you
to get
think
up and look at
Casey made a good decision when he left the show that day during 9/11 because he's a pussy?
No, but that was.
Could you stop making noise, Tim? Do you know how to work the equipment around here? Give him a lesson.
Do you know we're on the air?
No, you know what's going on, Howard. You have microphone 3 on, and he's rubbing against it.
All right.
His OCD's making noise.
Was not me.
He's on 2.
I'm on 2.
Which are we going to use, 2 or 3, or is it always up for grabs?
It's up to you. You're running
I've
the board.
told the guys to put 3 on top and to always use 3, but it always seems to change.
I know. All right, just leave that on, please.
Okay. All right.
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
Yes,
Why
sir.
is he getting so attacked?
Why are you getting attacked?
Yeah, why are you attacked? Seriously, I asked him.
No, Gary and I asked, we discussed what you want to do, and if you're going to do a show, we're going to be here.
Right. No, he says he cannot be depended upon to be here.
I will be here.
Yeah, Gary said he can.
So if he can't, we'll make do.
Right. That's what I'm trying to figure out. And what are we going to do if a tree falls on Gary's house?
We're going to call
we'll call the Amish. They'll all come over and
how are you today?
It's one of 1,000 scenarios, Howard.
Right. Absolutely. Okay.
We'll get through it.
So,
right.
Tim, I can depend on you to be here tomorrow?
I will be here.
Thank you. That's all I want. I just wanted an answer. It's not an attack.
What's happening?
When Tim comes in.
First of all, fucking John Lieberman. This is just an aside, very quickly. I told him the other day, I go, you work in fucking radio. You know where the microphone is. 2 days in a row, he put the microphone on backwards.
Teach him. Give him a seminar.
I told him.
He's retarded.
I said, John, you of all people are the last person I should have to teach how to put a microphone on.
Jason, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow? And Will. Let's find out their answer, Gary. At least I'm entitled to an answer. I know it upsets you. Jason, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
Weather depending, just like Gary.
Okay, so the answer is no.
The answer is no if the weather's bad.
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
I guess not.
Okay.
Wow.
That's it. Simple answer. Thank you. Is he worried about trees? Do you know?
He's in a flood area.
He's in a flood area?
He's actually in a mandatory evacuation area. He and his wife have decided not to listen.
Do me a favor tomorrow.
They're staying put in an evacuation area.
Teach John Lieberman. Oh, you won't be here tomorrow. Who's going to be here tomorrow
I'll
to
be
teach
here,
John
Howard.
Lieberman? Will you teach John Lieberman tomorrow how to use the headphones?
Sure.
Thank you.
You got it.
Right. Who else, Gary, can I depend on?
I don't even have to ask him. Did Will answer?
Will, can I depend on you to be here? I'm just trying to find out who's going to be here. Gary's all upset about it.
JD.
I shouldn't ask anybody? Oh, JD will be here.
Yeah, right.
Believe me, I know that.
It's better here than wherever else he might go.
Wherever he has to go is bad. Robin is
Can you
so
imagine if he told you he's not coming in?
right. Will, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
If you really need us to be here, I would be here.
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
I don't know what that means.
Are you?
My wife and my child are my priority.
Understood. So, can I depend on you to be here
If you
tomorrow?
said, I really need one of you guys to be, if you need Gary to be here, if you need me to be here, I will be
didn't
here.
ask that question. I said, can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
I said, if you need me to be here, I'll be here.
I said
That's all I can
that,
say to you.
that everyone makes their own decision. I don't want anyone putting themselves in harm's way if they feel threatened by the weather that's supposedly coming, or they have a situation, to stay home. So now I'll ask you the question again. Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
I am slightly concerned about leaving my wife and child
So the
alone.
answer is yes or no.
So the answer, I guess,
I don't care about the reason. Go ahead, yes or no.
The answer is no.
No, okay. All right. So you can't be here tomorrow. All right. So Will.
No, I'm not saying that. I said if you.
The answer is no. I can't depend on you. Is that correct? Yes or no?
If you say you need me here, I will be
I
here.
didn't say that. I
won't
need
leave.
You here. I don't need you here right now. You can leave now to prepare. And I want you to go to Gary's and help him with the tree. Can I depend on you to go to Gary's and help him with the tree that's going to fall on his house?
If Gary needs me, I'll be there.
All right. That's good, man. Wolf, well, how's it going over there? Man, the kids in the house. Wait, I can't hear you right now. I'm busy taking down the tree. It's my priority.
Can I ask you a question? And not being offensive.
Excuse me.
Would you leave?
Wait,
would you
I'm doing
leave,
an impression right now.
Would you leave Beth in the house out east with no one but Beth?
Gary,
listen
to me.
Just a question. It's a simple
Beth's
question.
with me.
It's a simple question.
Beth's with me.
But I'm saying if that were the case.
No, of course not. Beth's with me.
But why wouldn't you?
Because why would I do something stupid like that?
But you have.
I'm bringing her. I brought her here.
You have choices in many houses. Right. I don't have that choice.
I don't even. Gary, why are you attacking me? I just asked if I could depend on you.
I'm not attacking you. I'm just trying to put.
Can I depend on you to be here tomorrow?
I'm putting it in perspective.
Gary, I'm not angry with you. Why are you attacking me? I just asked, are you going to be here tomorrow? And you said, I'm not sure. It depends on the weather.
No, I asked
so
and
I said,
answered,
can
no.
I depend on you to be here? And you said no, and that's correct. Why are you getting so attacked?
I'm just saying, put yourself in other people's
Gary,
position.
I'm not even. I wrote on Mildred last night. Anybody who can't make it in, don't worry about it. I will carry on.
Right, but everybody who didn't come in today is being sort of mocked.
No, that's not true.
Well, he made fun of Scott. He made fun of Doug.
It looks a little weird to me.
I agree that those people should have made
Gary,
a bigger decision.
do you see any weather happening out there that would prevent you from coming in today?
No.
Do you see any potential dangerous situation going on right now? And can't we all leave at 10 o'clock? Maybe we leave early and get home?
Yeah, we can leave it right after the show.
Right.
For sure.
So don't you think that's a little ridiculous that they didn't come in?
Yeah, I can tell you what
even if the storm hit during the show, within the next 2 hours or 3 hours, it wouldn't have prevented anyone from getting home. It would have been rain.
I will tell you what one person said to me, and this was yesterday,
right?
When it sort of shifted because it was supposed to start at midnight last night. It hasn't started yet. So the premise was that
this is so ridiculous.
Hold on. The premise was that people thought yesterday if you got in this morning, you weren't getting out till Wednesday.
I see.
So one of the people said to me, my wife lives alone. I have a generator.
Right.
She can't pull it out.
All right.
And so
listen, who cares? If they anybody can make their own decision.
I'm just giving you some explanation.
But don't you think some of the decision making looks a little silly right now? Don't you think? When we woke up this morning, they were saying even the storm won't start till late Monday. So okay.
No, well, they didn't. They said
you could be out of here by 10 a.m.
The storm was supposed to start last night. That's what most people thought.
But when you wake up,
I got you.
Don't you look and see that it's not? And I turned on the TV this morning. They said storm won't really hit New York until later Monday.
I woke up almost every other hour last night. I couldn't sleep, and I kept waiting to hear this horrible rain against the window that I never heard.
That you never heard.
But I was coming in no matter what today because I knew, however bad the storm was this morning, it would be like a regular storm.
Exactly.
We had this conversation yesterday, Howard, and I said, couldn't you sort of wait and to see what happens before?
I called Robin. I said, listen, here's what we'll do. Why don't we wake up in the morning and see what's happening? That's what I said.
That's what I told my wife today.
I said, well, I'm not a weatherman. I don't know what's happening. I'm not John Boleros, who is scaring the shit out of my wife every 5 minutes. This guy texts my wife. Would he lose my wife's text phone number?
So he gives her special reports that the rest of us don't get?
God, yes, he does. And I got to tell you something. It's a nightmare. I said to my wife, don't listen to this guy.
Didn't he do this already? Didn't you tell him not to?
Yes. Stop it.
He did this with Irene.
Yeah. Oh, he found an in. John Boleros is here. Get this fucking guy in here. I'm going to boot him right out of here. Bring him in so I can boot him out. What's the matter with him? And every minute he's on, I've never seen anything like this.
That's what they're all saying. They all are on the TV going, have you ever seen anything like it?
You know why? Because it gets the ratings up.
Yeah. Of course.
Of course, that alarmist attitude makes people tune in.
Fox News had Geraldo outside last night. The wind wasn't even blowing his hair. And he's on there. We're out here like he's in Afghanistan. Like he's the bravest guy.
I'm on the front line, Mom. I don't listen to those guys. So what do you think when you see the mayor and the governor and all those people? Like the governor of
Connecticut. They're listening to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're listening to John Boleros. I think
they're listening to weathermen.
They're experts.
Geraldo was swinging from a building. He didn't know what to do with himself yesterday.
On a flagpole.
I'm up on the flagpole. I'm trying to find some wind. All right. So, in other words, guys, the ones that I can depend on, let's wake up tomorrow. We'll figure out if we can get in or not. And we'll make our move. Gary, shh, we're in a planning session with the people who are definitely going to be here. Please keep quiet.
That's
all
what
right.
I'm talking about.
Howard, I watched
I'm in a planning session.
Gary,
Yeah.
how'd you get into this closed meeting?
Yeah, how did you get in it?
Yeah, we can't depend on you.
Hey, Boleros, what are you, a fucking maniac?
Guy is a maniac.
He is a maniac. Let me turn my attention to you. What is your problem? What are you, hopped up on something?
Yeah. Dude, he lives for this.
Can I say something? Lose my wife's text number, will you? I'm being serious. I mean, what are you doing?
Wait.
You text my wife. You start on Thursday. On Thursday.
No, I really probably I would have started earlier, but I didn't want to bug anyone.
Yeah, well, you're bugging my wife, and she's walking around in a fucking panic. John Bolaris just told me he's never seen anything like it.
It's true.
And didn't he say that the last time?
Well,
do me a favor.
Last time you wound up in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I mean, you really
because of him.
Yeah, because of you
were
I
gonna
had to
go to
move a
Vermont.
dog and 3 cats.
You were going to go to Vermont. I said no. Beth said,
"Do me a favor. Let me just do whatever I have to do. Even if I die in the storm, it's better than
you would
listening
have flooded
to you."
out in Vermont with Irene.
You know what? I know that.
You see?
I heard that on the news. I didn't
Not
need you to
before
tell
that.
me. Yeah. No. I did.
No.
You get her worked up.
No,
what do you mean no? I was there.
You're keeping her safe.
Yeah. John.
Listen.
Please. No more.
No more?
No more text. You got to stop.
Safety?
No. Seriously. I don't
Really?
mind. I like you. You know I do.
Yeah.
I've hung out with this guy. He's a good guy.
But why do you have to be safer than everyone? Like, you talk to people publicly.
Right, I don't- yeah.
And you warn them. So why does Beth have to be safer?
Because I'm Howard Stern.
He's Howard Stern.
Yeah.
No, there's a connection there a little bit. I know from.
But I know you.
there's
We know each other
concern.
well. I didn't get a
There's-
text or anything.
Well, I don't know your text. You want? Yeah, I could do that for you
He'll
easily.
text
Bill.
you. Oh, trust me. You don't want
He'll drive you crazy.
Yeah.
I
I don't even know how-
give Robin.
Robin,
I don't
if
even
you
know
need
how
my
I got
help,
my
Robin,
wife's. I don't even know how I got my wife's phone number.
She's too nice to everybody.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, really, it's I've never seen anything like this, Howard. And of deep
Give me the
concern-
bottom line now. What is going to happen? Let me
He
hear from
doesn't
you.
know
All right.
what's going to happen.
No, I do know what's going to happen.
All right, John.
It's what
right
we
now
call,
we're all here, and there's nothing happening. So what is going to happen? Give me
It's
a time.
called it is the perfect storm.
Right.
Okay. Rare atmospheric conditions all coming together at once. Now listen, hear me out.
All right, I know Canada and the snow and the whole thing is going to happen. What? Just tell me
Winds
what.
increase rapidly this afternoon. There'll be hurricane force here by
What time?
About you'll see the winds really ramp up around 2 o'clock this afternoon.
Go ahead.
Hurricane force by evening, 4 or 5 o'clock, winds gusting 70, 75 along the Jersey Shore, northern New Jersey, Sandy Hook, in the hook into southern Manhattan.
Just talk about Manhattan. I don't care about
New
these
York
other
City,
places.
southern
Yeah.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
It will flood out. It will the lower end of Manhattan.
Right.
It will come over our Rockaway Peninsula. It will flood out. FDR Drive will be under about 4 to 6 feet of
What?
water by tonight.
The FDR Drive,
Yes.
4 to 6 feet?
That makes sense.
4 to 6 feet.
What about the West Side Highway?
No, well, there'll be flooding on the west side. We're in a right now evacuating a zone A. I think it will go perhaps to a zone B because the storm continues to intensify. Haven't seen anything like this. Even the 92 nor'easter can't compare to. This is a storm that we've never predicted before.
See, now this is what's going on in my wife's text, and she is in a panic.
But it's serious stuff. Do
No,
you
it-
not
but
think that you not think it's real?
I think it's real, but again, we've been not lied to. But the prediction in business is hard. You know, in Italy they would
These
kill
storms
you.
aren't that easy to predict.
In Italy, they'd lock you in jail.
But what if they're right?
Yeah, right.
What if they're right?
No.
What if they're right? Then it'll be right. I mean, what can I? I'm trying to get a handle on this.
Listen.
But the problem is, if it's right, then I'm going to have to deal with it anyway. I'm not going to be in any different situation because he's telling me.
That's how I feel.
Right. So it's like texting my wife is only going to make her mental.
Record flooding. New York City, southwest end of Long Island, north shore of Long Island, going in through into the Lip and towards into Great Neck region, all of Lower Manhattan, east side. I told you about the FDR, the Rockaway Boulevard
Yes.
probably be
What,
underwater.
flooding?
Flooding.
So,
I mean,
John,
tidal surge.
John.
Yeah.
Bottom line, will we be able to broadcast tomorrow?
Should I
Yes.
even make an effort? I will.
Now, what are you basing?
Can I
that?
depend on Gary to be
You're in
here?
a safe zone here.
So you don't think we'll lose any electricity here?
Oh, well, there'll be power outages for days, but mainly in the suburbs. The grids are tough to take down.
Where
in
are
New York
these
City.
grids? I mean, what do you understand power?
Trees going down, knocking down the power line.
right.
So that's
Manhattan doesn't have any trees
No.
and power lines.
No,
Yeah,
but
it
there
comes
could
into
be
Manhattan.
scattered outages
But
in
it comes
Manhattan.
into Manhattan online.
Does Manhattan have any place where they make their own power?
No.
No.
No, that's too bad.
No, but
You want to build a dam or something?
If I'm mayor, I would build a power thing right here in Manhattan.
Well, you got to have some place to make the power.
I don't know about that.
You got to either have a nuclear facility
Okay,
or you've
here we
got to
go.
have a dam.
I'll build a dam. I got a beaver working here.
Well, listen, it's my luck.
Chewing as fast as I can.
Beavers are good in floods.
No, it's a life-threatening storm, Howard. Yeah. It really is. It's going to go down as probably the worst storm of all time in the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast. All right?
Can I ask John a question, Howard?
But we can still get to work.
Well, if not if you're coming from the suburbs, not if you're coming from Lower Manhattan, they're going to be shutting down. There's a possibility that
See, if I was mayor, I would turn Central Park into a nuclear power plant.
South of Canal, there could be some serious flooding. It could shut down.
All right,
there
so
could
what's
be a
the
problem
bottom
with
line?
the subways.
Should I plan on doing a show tomorrow?
Here, yeah.
Here.
You're safe here.
Okay.
You're not
I'm
safe.
doing it then.
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
Will Howard be able to travel around the city to get here and back?
Yes.
Not going to the lower.
No,
I got you.
lower.
Not going to the
on the
lower
Upper
area.
West Side.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. You're in a safe zone.
All right.
Many people are not in the safe zone.
Well, my guys in hotels are, so they'll
Right.
be here.
That's good.
All right.
Right there, you're fine.
Yeah. So what are you in a panic about? As long as we can broadcast, America will be happy.
Well, there's other factors. I mean, your listeners are
the
deep
listeners
concerned.
Well, not to me. I have to be safe. That's all my listeners. And my listeners only care about me broadcasting. No. Of course they do. All right. Well, tonight you'll do the weather show, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Hey, here you have a hot girlfriend. Everyone's crowing about her.
Yeah, she's sweet.
This guy never has problems with women.
I know.
99
Well, they tell me
problems,
those
but a bitch ain't
weathermen
one.
are lady killers.
Oh, yeah, weathermen are lady killers.
He brought
Except
her
for Sam Champion. He's a guy killer.
He brought her with him to the block party in Philly, and
She here now?
Yeah.
Let me see her.
You mean here in the building?
Well, she came with me. I was going to leave her
There's going to be
alone.
a storm. He's not going to leave her alone.
He took his girl with
Where is she?
him.
I'll go get her.
This guy's a gentleman.
She should be outside.
So, John, you're
she's a
doing
sweetheart.
you're doing a show tonight, right?
Right, I believe.
Whoa! How did you get her?
Look at this.
Look at this.
Oh boy.
How did he get you?
Hi, Howard.
How are you? Marona me. What microphone are you on?
3.
3? Look at that.
Yeah, she's sweetheart, Howard.
She's younger than you, right?
A little bit.
How much?
20 years.
Wow.
I was going for 10. I think you look good then.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, John didn't meet you by texting, did he?
Oh.
And you didn't used to be married to a DJ, did you?
I did not.
Right. So, John, every time I'm gotten together with you, you always have a hot girlfriend.
These are different women.
Well, I knew his other hot girlfriend.
I like beautiful women.
Wow.
But she's a sweetheart. She's not only hot, but she's, a great soul.
Could there be marriage in the future?
Yes.
How long has this been going on?
Wow. You're in love.
About a year and a half.
Are you in love?
In love.
You in love with him?
I couldn't be without her.
You are?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
I'm in sales.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you have a job and everything, huh?
I do.
Wow. What
She's
a
working
cash.
on. She's working. I'm not.
I know what she sells, but I'll take 2.
Right. Yeah, what do you sell? Do you have a product?
I sell
Stone.
tile, natural stone, hardwood.
Stone?
Oh, okay.
Well, I need some of that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Gary's got a house.
I'm predicting
Gary's going to need it.
Give me 100 square yards.
Stone, good market, yeah?
It is.
You make a lot of money selling stone?
Wow.
No.
Works
okay.
a lot. Not enough money.
I
That's
work
for sure.
very hard.
Wow, good for you.
Yeah.
How do you meet you? Where?
Mutual friends.
Yeah,
you were set up?
You want to hear the story?
Rather hear it from her, but okay.
Don't tell that story.
No, you tell it.
All right.
All right.
Well,
where were you?
I was having a little dinner party at my apartment.
Right.
And at the time, I was dating someone else.
Right.
She was dating someone else.
Right.
And there was some interest
Connection,
there.
yeah.
Connection. And then.
But she wound at the party because you guys had mutual friends?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. How long before you go to bed with John? Like how long?
3 hours.
3 hours. Oh my God.
3 hours.
Look at
you
this
bang
guy
her at the party?
At the dinner party.
No, it was down the road. No, it wasn't 3 hours. It was down the road that we got together, and then it was 3 hours.
You had sex 3 hours later? Wow.
But it
he
was
seduced you quickly.
He did.
My goodness.
He was the same way about that with her that he is about the weather.
Yeah.
Relentless.
What does he do? Does he impress you by telling you the weather and the dangers of the storm?
He does, actually. Yeah.
Has he been texting you the weather, too, the way he's texting my wife?
No, I get it firsthand.
You get it firsthand.
Yeah.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Honey, come look at the storm. Calls my work's yelling at me. You have to leave now.
You have to evacuate. And that's what he says to my wife.
I didn't say evacuate. I said you're safe.
Yeah. All right. Well, all right. John is going to be on the air with us tonight.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be covering the storm no matter what.
Right.
I can depend on you to be here?
Absolutely.
All right.
That's my life.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I can depend on you.
We will get married. This is the first time.
Why don't you propose?
Have you proposed?
Truly in love.
Have you proposed?
No.
Go ahead.
Do it right now,
John.
pussy.
Let's hear it.
No balls. Let's go.
What is your name? I don't even know.
Erica.
Erica gave him the
John?
note. She goes, no.
Well, she knows that I love her.
No, it has to be right.
This is right for us. We don't care about what's right
We're
for
going
you.
to die tomorrow
Yeah, it's
anyway.
perfect for
Tell
us.
your grandchildren about this.
On the day of the perfect storm? How romantic.
Yeah.
That's true.
Marry that perfect ass.
John, is there something you want to say to Erica?
Well, you know I love you.
I know you do.
And you know we're going to be married someday, right?
Yeah.
Well,
And you're always by my side.
say it.
In the worst of times, she's by my side. You know,
Say
You've been through some things.
the thing. Say it. Erica?
Erica, will you marry me?
I will.
Oh. A couple of kisses.
Look at this. Something happy on a stormy day.
Yeah, look at that. Isn't that something?
It would be in the paper tomorrow if there wasn't a storm.
High pitch is going to be so jealous.
How romantic. L'chaim. All right.
She's the best. She's the
Well,
best.
we just got a proposal.
Wow.
Sometimes in the midst of tragedy.
And she's great with my little girl.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
You mean the other girl you're dating?
That too.
Oh, good for you.
No, I've been.
Congratulations, you
sincere.
two.
Thank you.
Proposal given.
Yeah.
Proposal accepted.
And I'll give Beth a little text when I get back.
Listen, when you get another job, you'll get a ring. You will. You're a great weatherman.
Oh, thank you, Howard.
All right, John.
Thank
keep
you.
us
Appreciate it.
posted.
I will.
Stay around.
Now,
Don't-
is he a real meteorologist?
Yes.
This is the real deal.
Real deal.
This guy knows.
Robin.
I'm lending you my personal meteorologist or whatever that is.
When I was in the Air
Evil
Force,
Dave.
if you screwed up forecasting, you get gross negligence in forecasting. You can't screw up a fighter jet, coming down thinking he has a ceiling of perhaps 5,000 feet when he really has a ceiling of 1,000
This is a guy. You
feet.
got your
So,
training in the Air Force,
training
right?
in the Air Force.
Absolutely.
I see.
Can you fly a plane?
No, but I've been on missions.
You have.
Yeah.
Missions
Where?
to what?
Hurricane hunters flying into the eye of the storms.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Flown into the eye of storms. Quite a few in the eye, and I was actually 1987. Hugo was the first one to actually broadcast live from C-130. At the time, Brian Williams was anchoring on the weekends in New York.
I'm just watching Erica. She's like, I'm going to go call a real estate broker. We're buying a house.
That's right.
Like, she just got proposed to.
She's
I mean,
unbelievable.
you're getting married. I mean, this is very
I'm the
exciting.
lucky one. I'm not. She's not
You
so
just
lucky.
got proposed to. Want to set a date right now?
No.
No, you want to. All right, listen, you two kids. Go ahead. All right.
Thank you, Howard.
All right, good luck.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on the big wedding.
Mazel.
All right. Mazel. All right, so we can't.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Well, very unexpected, huh?
Talking about being on the spot.
Right? You thought it was going to be a storm show, and then you're engaged.
Actually about that. I'm really concerned about safety.
All right, so we can't depend on Gary tomorrow. Let's see.
Am I allowed to talk?
Absolutely.
And when you say, Gary, do you feel guilty? I'm going to say, sure, there's some guilt. It's not an easy decision.
Gary, are we back on this?
But I want to say, it is.
Gary, I just wanted to know who's going to be
but
here.
it's not an easy decision to make.
Of course.
If I didn't care,
Gary,
if I didn't care about the job, there'd be no guilt at all.
Gary, I'm trying to communicate with the people who can be here, who I can depend on to be here tomorrow. You're not part of that group now. I'm talking to them.
But of course there's some guilt involved.
Right.
It's not an easy
Gary,
decision to
nobody
make.
cared.
Well,
you just
then why
leaving
do you
it-
keep bringing up...
You brought it up.
No, but why do you keep saying I'm talking to the group that can be here?
No, because you keep interrupting. I'm trying to talk to the people I can depend on to be here tomorrow. You understand? We now have to make plans.
I didn't say I wasn't going to be here.
You have to make plans.
It's not a given that I won't be here.
All right. Well, we'll see. We're looking forward to knowing. Wouldn't it be great if Gary ended up here and I didn't? That's what I'm going to do.
You know, that's happened. Can I tell you? It's a fucked up thing. It was in 1992. There was a snowstorm that was unbelievable, right?
Yep.
Oh, I remember that one.
And I came in, and nobody else came in, and I ran the best of tapes. And they shut the highway down behind me. I could see the police putting up the cones behind me as I was going.
Well, we could depend on you then, but not now. I understand. All right. Thank you, Gary.
Times have changed.
Times have changed.
Go get security to get Gary out of this closed meeting.
Yeah, we're in a closed meeting. All right, Gary's gone. Now we can make our real plans.
He just did another 20 minutes on something completely different, and he went right back to it.
Right.
He's so rattled.
I made a reference that Robin talked about this too. Every scientist in Italy now is shaking in their boots. The Italian government locked up a guy for 4 years because he didn't predict an earthquake. So now what these scientists should do is predict an earthquake every day.
That's right.
Because then you'll never go to jail.
Right. It's got to hit someday.
That's a weird thing to me.
Well, our weathermen should be on alert.
Right.
They should take that to heart.
So yeah, as I said, I'm going on Kimmel tomorrow if the weather permits. From what John Bolaris is saying, that Jimmy Kimmel will not be doing
Jimmy Kimmel is in
this.
question.
Yeah.
He can't depend on you.
Yeah.
Can he depend on you?
No. Of course not. It's a simple answer. I said to Gary, can I depend on you? You're a wolf. Marry the kids and leave it to them. The trees are falling on my house. I love my house. I love my house more than you. He just said the most insulting, jerky things.
My jukebox will be exposed.
He didn't have to say a thing. All he had to say is, no, you can't depend on me.
I said I love my wife and my family.
Robin asked me a question. Robin asked me a question. Could Jimmy Kimmel depend on you tomorrow? I said no. I didn't say I love my house. I love my wife. I mean, you're a fucking maniac. Please go away. I'm in a closed meeting now with dependable people that I can depend on.
And pretend.
All right, thank you. All right, got it.
My house more than you.
I got it.
No, but
Okay, got it.
Acknowledge it.
Acknowledge. I acknowledge. Okay, good.
Hello, big screen TV. I love you.
I like when he looks at you and goes, I don't have a lot of homes like you do.
Yeah, all the anger came just from pouring out his fucking guy. I just said,
palace in
Gary,
Versailles.
yeah, can I? You have staff. I don't have a staff. I don't have anybody. Just shut the fuck up.
That you have.
All right, good.
I have a staff infection.
Gary, I'm not. I just asked. Jimmy's not mad at me. I just said he can't depend on me tomorrow. If there's a storm, I don't know that I can get there. I mean, it's such a simple answer.
I can't believe I got to take shit, by the way, from Shuli, who almost got fired for missing almost a shitload of days.
Right,
Shuli?
Still attacking, Gary.
I'm just saying.
Gary,
I don't know why you're
just asked
attacking
the
me.
question.
I'm here.
You're not getting
I'll
shit
be here
from anybody.
tomorrow. I have a family.
Anyway. No, Jimmy Kimmel cannot depend on me tomorrow. I don't know if I can get to Brooklyn. That's the answer. It's a simple answer.
Now, when are you going to tell Jimmy that?
I'm going to tell Jimmy right now. You can't depend on me. I don't know. Jimmy can't depend on Jimmy for tomorrow.
No, Jimmy is planning to record his shows as they have planned.
Oh, is that right?
He's going to go through with it.
Well, I'm
He's
going to make every
continue
effort.
to tape.
I'm going to make every effort. But what if a tree falls on my house?
What do I do then?
What do I do? What would you do?
He'd stand there and stare at a fucking tree on his house.
Look at what Jimmy's doing. Jimmy's bringing along a backup generator.
Well, his house in California is not...
He's abandoned.
He is not in the path of Sandy.
He has more choices.
He's flying out the crew early.
I don't have the choices you have.
I haven't taken one phone call.
No, how are people faring in this weather?
How are you faring?
This person's underwater.
Yeah, I won't bother him. James, go ahead. You're on the air. Rain hasn't even started. It's underwater. James,
No, the
go
rain
ahead.
has started.
Oh, it has?
Yes.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Mary, I'm coming.
Call me as soon as the first drops hit.
Uh-oh. Lucas, get the chainsaw out for the tree that's going to fall. And the other thousands of scenarios. There he goes. I'm coming, Bolf, who I don't love so much.
How about the expressway? Has the tree fallen yet?
I'm monitoring with John Bolero.
They're putting cones up as I drive.
They're closing the bridge behind me.
Uh-oh, just made it through. Doug Goodstein's home.
Yeah,
He's waiting.
feet up.
Yeah, right.
Wow, it looks dark outside.
It's getting darker by the minute.
It's dark.
So bad out.
Mary, there's a roadblock. I'm going through it.
Gary, serious? And I'm being serious. You should leave now. And I'm being serious. Gary.
The rain has started.
Gary, the rain just started. I'm serious. Go home.
I don't need to leave now. The rain's not a danger.
No, but seriously, go home now because it could rapidly get bad. And I'm being serious, and
I know what's a good time to leave. I have more things to do
Sure,
here
I
today.
think you're being irresponsible.
Your home's getting wet, Gary.
Yeah, there could be flooding already.
Mary, stop building an ark.
Yeah, Mary's building an ark all by herself.
Get 2 animals, 2 by 2.
What if a window is open? Who's checking the windows? Mary?
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Yeah, well,
Those
I don't know
are
that
easy.
she's capable.
If you see a wicked witch of the West, get away.
She's pedaling by the window.
See, I didn't go home. And
Surrender, Baba Booey.
Mary ended up in Oz.
She's with the Tin
So,
Man.
seriously, go home now.
Well, with a trampoline.
Gary, go home.
I'm not ready to go home.
You should.
I can be depended on to finish the show today. I'm no Casey.
Right.
Oh my.
No, no seriousness. Go. He thinks I'm kidding, and I'm not.
I understand what
If you're gonna risk going home, I think you should go home now because it could rapidly get bad.
At least he can get out now.
Right.
I think I have a pretty good idea. I mean, John Belair said the worst of it is a 2.
Well,
You don't have to wrap up
he
show
could be a
at
little bit
He
wrong.
could be off.
It's not an exact science.
Hurry home. Right now. I'll be upset. I'll be worried about you sick all day. Yes, James, you're on the air in Franklin Square. Are you safe?
No, I'm.
Are there white caps in the bug bath?
What if there's flooding and a tree on the house?
And we have to identify the tree.
At that point, I would just abandon ship, right?
Yeah, like what are you
Absolutely.
And emergency services are not going to get there right away. They're not going to be.
No, Gary's acting like he can get the tree out there himself.
Stop tearing sheets. We need tourniquets.
Put glass under my gums. Oh, no, that's Mr. Ed.
Tape the windows and my teeth.
Hey now, House.
Hey, now.
I live 2 towns away from Goodfeed. It's not bad at all.
There you go.
Not bad at all out there yet, is it?
Well, I'm worried about Gary getting home.
What are your parents doing? You talk to them yet?
Yeah, I called my mom last night.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Like, what can I do for my parents? You know, they're in their house and stuff, and I go, Mom, I can't hear you so good. I go, okay, I was on the cell phone, you know? Oh, forget it. Then there's no communication. I go, okay, I'll be quick. Are you okay? Of course I'm okay. Well, I'm worried about you in the storm. Are you prepared? Do you have things? I mean, what should I prepare? Your father and I went out. We have water. I mean, look, if the power goes out, that'll be terrible. But we're fine. I mean, what can we do? I go, I know. I just feel like I should call you to pretend like I'm sort of interested.
Like I'm prepared to do
Yeah,
something.
like, what can I do? If a tree falls on, I love my parents, but if a tree falls on their house, what can I do?
Nothing.
I'm not gonna. What am I gonna go out there with a chainsaw?
No.
I would, bull.
Like, does Gary really guard his house? I mean, what is...
From looters.
Like,
He has-
neighbors, like, guard the houses, too? I mean, do they, like, take turns?
I know Gary has web cameras on his house at all times. Like, he can go online and see his
No.
house.
What if our address falls off the house? Then we won't know where we are.
I'm constantly monitoring you.
We're monitoring? That's a good thing, right?
You would think they would do something. Beanie's like the Paul guy now, you know?
Gary has a crossbow now.
You got me.
Look, he's
You
got a
me.
crossbow.
I'm back. I'm back like an
Why?
asshole.
Why are you back?
Would you
go home
You know
already?
what? You threw the asshole hook in the water, and I fucking bit on it.
Gary.
And you reeled me in.
Gary, seriously, go home.
You did. It was dangling, and I go, I'm not gonna fucking bite on it. I'm not gonna bite on it. Here I fucking am.
No. Stop it. And I'm serious. If you are going home, you should go now.
I'm fine.
All right.
I'm fine.
I'm worried about you.
I feel like I'm watching a symphony in progress.
No symphony. I'm actually concerned. I'm just trying to figure out what to do tomorrow. What?
Isn't he a kind of official? Like, you would think they would take care of him now that he's a big shot in Connecticut.
I got to go because no one can understand a word you're saying.
He said now that I'm I'm a big shot. They're going to drop the other 60,000 houses and just focus on mine.
Right. LJ, you're on the air. That's LJ over in Comac, Long Island.
Hey now, first time, long time, Howard.
You better stay in your house with Doug Goodstein.
Just wanted to thank you for always making it out, staying on for 9/11, being there 9/12, coming in today.
You can depend on me.
What's up with Gary? He used to be so dependable. Why can't he go home now?
Well, he has concerns that trees are going to fall on his house and there's going to be flooding. So
But no, he said, why can't I go home now? And then
he
what?
should go now.
And then what? So,
And get your generator out if that's the problem, or go home, get your wife and kids, and come to the hotel.
why don't you leave your house in Comac and just, you know...
Why don't both you guys cut down all your trees now so they can't fall on the house?
And by the way, it's not just trees. There's a lot of different things that go wrong. For
Absolutely.
instance, there's leaves and the gutters get filled up. Like
That's
last
right.
storm 2 weeks ago, I had to go up on the roof
Mary,
with a ladder.
I'm going up with the ladder for the storm. The gutters are full.
Well, they do.
Did you
Then
go
come
while
back.
it was still storming?
Hell yeah.
Don't you have those things that like you put over the gutters?
Those things don't fucking
They don't work. Yeah. Those things work at my house.
You know, Gary...
How would you know?
I do know.
Have you been up on the ladder?
As a matter of fact, no, I wouldn't go up on the ladder. I'd get somebody to do it. I don't have to do that.
No, but I'm saying I have had that thing. They just don't work.
Right.
I put springs and I have all sorts of things, but when there's a lot of leaves...
Fascinating. All right, please, Gary, nobody cares.
Well, that's not true. You've been talking about it for
all right.
20 minutes
Gary,
since I've been
please,
gone.
I'm just trying to make plans for tomorrow. I don't have you in tomorrow. I got to find out who I can use here tomorrow to do the show. That's all. It's not meant as an attack. Please leave so I can talk to the people who will be here.
I've never gotten so much shit
I'm in a
for not
private
doing something that
meeting.
we don't know that I'm not doing
I'm
yet.
in a private meeting with Shuli and Fred and Benji.
Yeah, you know
and
what?
You're not welcome. And Rob.
If Shuli's the future, have a party.
Okay, thank
Gary,
you.
You're making a
Attack
scene.
Shuli.
You're making a scene. It's getting ugly.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, get more airtime. Leave your 2-year-old behind.
Okay. Thank you, Gary. Thanks.
Howard, I just wanted to let you know that I have tickets for Kimmel tomorrow, and I will be there if you will be there.
No, you can't depend on me for that. All right, thank you. I mean, I'm just honest.
He's so mad at me.
I mean, why? What did you do wrong?
I don't know.
I asked him if he's going to be here tomorrow.
I said yes to the question you asked me. That's what I did
So
wrong.
silly. All right, you know what we ought to do, Robin, so Gary can get home?
Yes.
Let me take a break, and you should start the news so we can get out exactly at 10.
All right.
I'm just worried about him getting home.
Well, you know, if the wind blows,
goodbye, Mary.
It could mean the trampoline. It could mean the rain.
Does he
it could
jump
mean
on
the
that trampoline?
Mary, the flooding is occurring. You must. I'm going to take this piece of wood. You float on it, and I'll die.
And I will go. My face will turn blue.
I'll stay in the water while you stay on the
Gary, lay on my teeth, and you won't drown.
Gary, stop eating the wood with your teeth.
No, Mary, pull out my teeth and float on one of my enormous
My
teeth.
teeth are like the iceberg.
They're a flotation device.
I don't know how long you'll last, but on my teeth, you could float forever.
wood. I'll be fine here in the water.
Imagine he pulls out his tooth and Mary escapes because it's like one of those foam little surfboard things.
Surf to Florida on my teeth.
You were bored with this subject.
Lucas, you surf on my other tooth. Mary, you take my two front teeth are my largest.
And put Murphy on the molar.
Bye.
What about the cats?
So sad.
Cats hate water.
The cat my side teeth will support the cats. And Murphy.
Don't forget my lips. We
Cut
could
my
all be
lip off
fine.
as an inner tube.
Cut off my lips and float down the tsunami. Goodbye. I love you more than Howard.
You mean more to me than my job?
I told Howard I love you more, even though he didn't ask.
He said, he asked me if he could depend on me, and I said, no.
He wouldn't even say no.
No.
Just started yelling at me.
I don't have choices.
Like you.
Like you.
You have staff. I guess Shuli got his staff together and they're gonna watch your house.
My staff.
Fred, I guess your staff will be on it.
I guess so.
All right. You have staff and choices. I have no choices.
You're looking at the staff sitting right here.
I'm a pauper.
Yeah.
Benji, you have your staff taking care of things at home?
Yeah, Carmen and Elisa.
What's that? Yeah?
Yeah.
You're going to leave Elisa home alone and then your staff will watch over her.
His people.
Right. Mary, my teeth. Pull it out with the pliers. You'll live and I will die, but my teeth will have done good for man.
My teeth will go on and on.
I think I'll ride out this storm in my man cave.
One tooth for you, another tooth for Lucas and Murphy, and the two cats will be on my side teeth forever.
teeth.
Goodbye, my teeth.
Can I tell you something that has to do with this, but not directly with me? DePace just called,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
the
wants
big-
to put on the air that he was ordered to stay home.
Ordered by who?
He's very upset. I guess I don't know. He just said he wants you to know he was ordered to stay home.
Well, you know what? That's Doug Goodstein. I'm telling you, Doug Goodstein wrote me last night. Like I'm in the middle of 20 things, and I get this text. The in-demand offices are closed tomorrow, and that has nothing to do with our show, nothing to do with me. He wanted me to go give him a blessing.
It's okay.
And now he hasn't come in, and there's nothing going on.
People came in.
And he probably told DePace to stay home.
But was it Doug who ordered him?
Yeah. Well, who else is in charge?
Because that would have looked bad if DePace made it in and
Yeah, right.
Doug didn't.
Why would he tell him that? Why would he tell Scott DePace not to come in? It turns out Scott DePace is useless anyway. Ganji's doing a fine job directing.
Take 3, zoom in.
Zoom. How you doing in there, Ganji? Miss any shots?
1 or 2, but I'm holding it in.
Yeah. You're holding it in? What are you holding in?
A big shit.
My camera guy today has a broken hand, so we're holding it together. Sorry.
What?
What?
Said my camera guy today has a broken hand.
And he's here?
And he's here, yeah.
Right. So who told Scott DePace not to come in, Doug?
I believe it was our executives for the company didn't want the employees to come in today.
You mean executive producer?
Because they were
Doug
closing
Goodstein?
their offices.
Yeah, because they look like douchebags.
Right.
They could have been in.
I heard, Howard, that the lawyer's rap was that this is how lawyers get crazy. That they didn't want to be responsible if somebody hurt themselves while driving in or coming in, that the company didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah, I told our guys. I said, if you can come in, great. And if you can't, stay home. Don't worry about it. I don't give a shit. I said, I'll be here. I'm suing the company, but not about, coming in.
I was already out of my house. Been out since 6:15 this morning.
Uh-oh, you better go.
Just saying.
Gary, you should go.
Be fine.
I'm serious. I'm not even saying it as a joke. You should go now.
Now?
Yeah.
Between now and the wrap-up show, is it going to be any different?
Yeah, I don't know.
I do.
It could change rapidly.
Yeah, if things could close down, you might not be able to get
He thinks
there.
I'm busting his balls. I'm not. I'm saying
No, I think that
if you're going to attempt to go,
11:30, I'll be fine.
all right. Just know your boss told you to leave.
But Polaris told me I better be out of here by 2.
I'd love if that trampoline went right through the house and leveled it. Good thing I was home. Trampoline went right through the... Why the fuck wouldn't you remove that trampoline from the backyard? I mean, that's exactly what you're supposed to remove. That's a flying object. If he's so worried. I'm worried about trees. I'd worry about that trampoline lifting
Right.
in a hurricane with 85-mile-an-hour winds. I don't know. I'm really worried about the trampoline.
We move everything out of the backyard but the trampoline.
I wish he'd jump on the trampoline and trampoline back into Manhattan.
Well, that's how he's going to have to get up to the tree that falls on top.
Look, I'm flying. Whoa! Here I go, Mary. Boing. The winds are picking up.
Robin, please, I'm on the phone right now with my tree surgeon, trying to make sure in case the storm knocks over trees that he'll be there, that I could depend on him.
Ah.
Well, Gary, I don't think you can depend on your tree surgeon to be there. I mean, he's got his own family.
He's got his own family with their own trees.
Well, then he's not my tree surgeon anymore.
This just in, this storm took Gary's house away, and it fell on a tree.